Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your guy Rez. I appreciate you guys waiting. I know there were some people in here that tuned in. I was having some technical difficulties setting up, man, for tonight's live, but we're here, we're live, and we're ready to start another dope live stream. Um, Now, before I go any further into the live, I always like to say this for anybody that's new. Welcome. I appreciate you hopping on and giving me the time of the day. If you guys are new, I do these live streams every Wednesdays. I basically talk about different topics. I try to talk about different topics every week, and I try to bring some new content, some fresh fresh new topics for us to discuss as a panel, in the comment section, or if you want to hop on live and show yourself or your voice, you could also hop on that way as well. And it's just a great way to kind of just converse with one another and converse with all my subscribers and people who like to join these types of conversations that I have with you guys. But I see that somebody's in here, definitely. Before I go any further, like I said, guys, every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do these live streams every Wednesday around those times. So definitely tune in if you don't want to miss it. Also hit a like on this live stream if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel as well. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. And most importantly, just share the live stream, share the channel, because I like to invite many different faces onto the live streams. And we could kind of just converse, share our thoughts, opinions. We don't always have to agree with each other. All I ask is that you guys be respectful towards one another when discussing differences of opinions and things of that nature. But I already got two people in the waiting room, so we're already kicking off to a good start, guys. Real quick, just to highlight the comments. Good evening to you as well, Jake. I appreciate you hopping on. TJ, what is up, man? My fellow 49er faithful, what's up, bro? And Danzel Curtis, what's up? Always appreciate you hopping on, brother. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna start letting the people on here, and then we could proceed with tonight's topic. So, Big John, what up?
What's up, Rez?
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Was watching AEW.
I figured you would be, bro. That's what's up, man. All right. I was glad to have you on, bro. I know some of these live streams, you're watching AEW and stuff, but I always appreciate you hopping on, man. I really do. I'm gonna
man.
For sure. I'm gonna let the next person on right now. Jake, aka Brooklyn Nets. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Is that James Harden?
Yeah. Well, I got it for like $50 on the Fanatics sale a couple weeks ago, so this is actually the first time I can show it off.
Okay. Do you plan on stripping that, or you just gonna keep it the way it is?
Honestly, probably just keep it. I mean, for me, it's never really been about the player per se.
Yeah, I feel like it's more so like the jersey design. It's a fire jersey, by the way. It's dope.
Oh yeah,
so fire. I want to get the Durant authentic in that, but I'm waiting for Nike to drop it. So
yeah, and by the time just real quick there too, by the time Nike drops it, it'll probably be sold out within now. So
knowing the trends with Nike, I
that's pretty much how that goes, ain't it?
Right.
And also topped it off with, finally, these guys are relevant.
You're rocking a Timberwolves hat with a Nets jersey. That's wild, bro. I've never seen that before.
Well, I just mainly wanted to show this off, but I have the jersey and stuff in the closet for this.
Oh, that's what's up. I believe you. You're a Minnesota guy, so makes sense. I got another guest that I'm gonna let.
And plus, the T-Wolves are absolutely destroying OKC right now. It's like 74-43 or something like that. 74-47. There we go. At half. So
that's what's up, man. All right, I got another guest I'm gonna let hop on. He's no stranger to the lives. He's a good friend of mine, great YouTuber as well. The one and only Throwback King. What's up?
Wow, what a intro. I like that.
I'm working on it. Working on it, bro.
What's up, Big John? What up, Rez?
What up? Appreciate you.
I had a feeling he would be coming in.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, bro. He's the Throwback King, of course. What you got on today?
Huh?
What you got on today?
Oh, I got my
A's?
who is it? Reggie Jackson.
Oh, that's what's up. I actually I got a pickup that's coming in. It's an A's jersey. I'm not gonna say what it is yet, but I got an A's jersey coming in. So
I got a feeling I know what it is.
I'm actually excited.
Did you buy it from Kings? Did you buy it from Kings?
I can't say.
That means you did. Because you would have said no. I didn't buy it from Kings.
Nah, yeah. I got it from Kings, but it's
I
a
know
dope jersey. I felt kind of bad because it was a jersey that I was this particular person had holding for me, and I completely forgot about it. And then I saw this person post it. I was like, "Yo, I'm so sorry, dude." Like, you know, and we made it happen.
Things come full circle, man.
Yep. So it worked out. All right.
Shout out to the girl. I see her. She's in the chat.
Oh, she is. Oh, all right. What's up? What's up, babe?
What up? TJ?
All right. I got another guest I'm gonna let hop on. This guy is no stranger as well. I've known him for a long time. We both live in the same state, but we rep different teams. So at the end of the day, he is a great person overall. We got POB One Fu up in the building. What's up? What's up?
Yo, what's cracking, guys?
I'm trying to work on my
How's it
intros,
going?
man. I'm trying to work on my intros, so give me time.
Hey, not bad, man. Yeah, man. So far, no, I'm liking them.
I would have called him the Papa Dios of the Jersey game, man.
Yeah.
Baba, what?
The Papa Dios of the Jersey game.
The Papa Dios.
Yeah, Papa Dios. Jesus,
All right.
Father God.
All right. I don't mind that.
Right.
Sounds better.
And I have one more guest in the queue. This guy is known as the Jersey Doctor, which some call him. He is a diehard Patriots fan. He is also an avid Tom Brady card collector of sorts and jerseys of things of that nature. For those of you who are wondering who it is, we got none other than the M to the D to the I to the double D Y. Ooh, and Diddy. What's up? What's up? What's up, bro? What's up, man?
How's it going, everybody?
You know,
doing good.
We made it. We made it to Wednesday. You know.
That's right.
Appreciate you hopping on, Mac. But yeah, man, it looks like it's a full house. I appreciate everybody hopping on tonight. Just to highlight some comments real quick. No more Russ. It's gonna be great in the West now. What? Wait, did he get traded or something?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
I'm thinking about Russell Westbrook. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, trade deadline's
over, man.
Yeah, yeah, Russell Wilson.
Because it's been crazy in the NFL trade game the last 2 days.
A lot of quarterbacks, man, getting shuffled, but we still got Jimmy.
Oh no, you're gonna have a buyer for him for sure. You're gonna get a buyer for him.
I heard the Colts are like strongly interested in getting Jimmy. I don't know who we're gonna get in return if we get rid of him.
It's the same thing. No, I heard the Colts are strongly interested in getting Derek Carr. Interested in getting freaking Jordan Love. It's a whole different thing.
Making a lot of moves, man, but that's what happens in the NFL, bro. You got to make them moves, you know.
Yeah. And when is free agency anyway? That's what
next week.
Next week.
Next week.
So it's only going to get crazier from there.
Yeah. Oh man, a lot of stuff's been dropping.
King Leo, what up?
Leo.
King Leo.
Absolute anniversary big as that. Oh yeah, that's right. That's crazy. Time flies. It's interesting you brought that up because I was actually I don't know if you guys like shop at Hot Topic. I shop there like religiously, but like they have sometimes like they'll have like the hot cash redemption where you get like 15 off $30 or whatever.
Yeah, I know about that.
It's random off topic, but like they had they have like toy vinyls and stuff. You guys know me, like I'm into like toy vinyl collectibles and stuff like that. They had a Biggie Smalls premium toy vinyl, and they did like these rap icons and stuff like that. Like they did Left Eye's not they did her from TLC. They did Outkast. They did Andre 3000, Big Boy, and they had a Tupac one that I was thinking about getting. And I was like, man, dude, like trying to be selective here, but these things are little things like that, man. That always get me. You know what I'm saying? They creep up on you. But anyways,
Yeah.
sorry. All right, guys. Well, it looks like we have a full room here. I appreciate everybody that's hopping on, man. Tonight's topic is an open live. You know, kind of wanted to. I try to do open lives at least once a month. You know, that way, if there's something that a person has been like dying to know about, you know, they could ask the question or we could discuss it in more detail. You know, and these questions could be anything really. You know, it doesn't have to be sports related. It doesn't have to be music related. It's just rails type of questions, obviously within reason. I try not to have my channel like talk about like political stuff because that really tends to cause a lot of friction between
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, no.
You know, if it's sports, I think sports is the farthest I'll touch in terms of like that area, because you know even sports can get really ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like especially when you have rival teams talking about, you know, one another and stuff like that. So I try to keep that at a minimum, but most of the time, you know, I'm pretty open, you know, to seeing what you guys have in the chat. But I wanted to take some time real quick before we jump into tonight's live, and I want to address something. So I want to address this publicly here because it's been brought to my attention that a particular person has been kind of throwing my name in the dirt. And originally I wasn't going to say anything about it. I was just going to let it, you know, get past me. But from what I've been hearing and how I've been presented by this particular individual, I'm not going to keep this in silence. So I'm going to actually address it now, and I'm not going to look back after this. So for those of you who are wondering, I know some of you guys are friends with this person. His name is J Mac the Fanatic.
Yep, I had a feeling.
So this particular individual, you know, I don't know him personally. I just know him through YouTube, and I know most of you through YouTube as well. I haven't met you guys in person, but I've known you guys through social media for many years. Most of you guys, you know. But this particular individual, J Mac, has been really throwing my name in the dirt and making me look like I'm a dishonest person, and I don't keep my end of the bargain. So if you guys are wondering what it is, just to kind of rewind and take you guys back, I'm going to take you guys back on a situation that happened prior to the beginning of this current NBA season. So we placed a bet with one another to discuss our predictions or our teams, where our teams will end up. And you know, I've touched on this subject many times actually on my previous live streams about, you know, who our predictions are, who our picks are, and he picked Miami to have a better record than the Golden State Warriors. You guys know I'm a Warriors fan, and he's a Heat fan. So basically, the bet, just to kind of throw it out there, in simple terms, it's like whoever had the best regular season at the end of the regular season will win the bet. And so we wagered something. So I wagered that if the Warriors had a better record, he lost, meaning he would have to wager one of his jerseys and he'd have to mail it to me. And vice versa, if the Miami Heat ended up having a better record at the end of the regular season than the Warriors, then I had to mail him a pair of sneakers. Now, there was obviously restrictions to this. You know, there was a certain cap, like the dollar amount could not exceed a certain amount. Obviously, you know, that way we're not losing too much. So it had to be within reason. And it really was up to us to send whatever it was. We didn't pick what we wanted per se. You know, it just had to be something that met the criteria under the dollar amount. So we made that bet, you know, and we made it through DMs, and it was publicly known, or it was publicly addressed to you guys, the followers, subscribers, and things of that nature. And you know, fast forward in the season, you know, there was it was a pretty good season in the beginning. You know, there was a lot of wins and losses with our teams, but the Warriors had an explosive run in the beginning. You know, if you guys are following the NBA now, you know, they're not doing so great. You know, they just had their first win after like how many losses, and I think right now I think they're tied with Miami. Miami ended up happening to move up so to speak. So, just to kind of, like give you context and stuff, me and J-Mac have not been in speaking terms, I think it's roughly since January of this year. I made a personal decision to block him for other reasons that I don't really want to touch on too much. But let's just say that the reason that prompted me to do it was because he was crossing a lot of boundaries. That's as far as I kind of will go into that. There's a lot of things that he was talking about. He would ask for a lot of personal questions that I didn't really feel comfortable asking. And, just the overall chemistry, like conversations between him and me didn't really click very much. Other than sports, didn't click all too often. So anyways, I decided to block him. And, fast forward to the last few weeks of recently. So J-Mac has now been saying, publicly on his social media handles, calling me out, making me look like I basically didn't win the bet, and I need to, I need to be honorable and send him back the jersey that he mailed to me. So
I'm gonna cut you off. I don't mean
Yeah.
to cut you off. I think you skipped a big chunk of what happened as far as his side of what happened on the live, because you skipped over to.
Right. So I'm actually gonna get to that right now. So I
Oh,
actually
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So I actually did the liberty of going back through some of my older footage and also conversations that I had with J-Mac to show you how the bet ended, because basically he surrendered the bet. He gave up on the bet, like before the All-Star game even started for the NBA. And the NBA All-Star game was in February. So guys, we have like 16 games left or something in the league right now before playoff season begins for the NBA. He gave up before the All-Star game started. He gave up at around roughly December-ish. And I have proof to show this. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So let me show you the first thing. So the first thing is I'm going to show you the conversation that we had through Instagram. This was through direct messages. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
I can see it.
Okay. So right here, this is timestamped at December 3rd, 2021 at 7:18 a.m. Okay. J-Mac messages me and says, I can ship you a jersey today. He says, I already know it's over. He's talking about Bam Adebayo is out and we didn't sign Boogie. And so here's my response right here on the right-hand side. I said, so you're throwing in the towel today. No turning back now if the Heat start cooking for the rest of the season. LOL. And he says they won't. I think they may have a good chance, basically, record, but it would be be 15 over 500. So right there, okay, right there shows that he pretty much is done. He's done with the bet. He's done with, he's given up, basically. It's December, by the way. The All-Star game did not start until February. So that was like approximately 2 months before the All-Star game where he was throwing in the towel already. And also, just to kind of, I'm going to scroll down in the conversation because there's an address there that I put for him to ship, and I don't want to put my address out there like that. But here, I'm going to show my screen again. And show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Can you guys see my screen again?
Yes.
Okay. So it says here, this is during the same day, by the way, December 3rd, 2021. And he says, I say, well, he goes, LOL, review the jersey and encourage everyone to sub to my channel. LOL. But yeah, I'm sending it. I would be absolutely shocked if Heat win the bet. And I said, okay, well, the bet's over now, so prepare for that review on whatever jersey you're sending me. LOL. size XL preferred. Okay. And this is what I said. All right, man, the bet is over then. Rez defeats J-Mac December 3rd, 2021. LOL, GG for good game. So that right there just shows that the bet was done. There's no turning back. He gave up. He acknowledged the Heat were not going to catch up with the Warriors. Doesn't matter if it turns around. Doesn't matter. You know, the bet was done. The bet is over. All right. So people might say, "Oh, well, how do we know? Maybe he hacked his account. Maybe somebody went on his account and, you know, kind of like played around with it." Hold on. I actually have video footage from a previous live. I'm going to show you 2 clips of him where he actually acknowledged that he lost the bet, which I will share with you guys right now. So, all right. Can you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this was from December 29th, 2021. I'm going to mute my
By far, it's Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell's a beast.
he's
yeah. J-Mac got that face like the Miami he got the worst record in the league.
They're doing pretty well right now, but like I said, they're not going to catch up. I mean, the Warriors just got off to a ridiculous start.
Man, I wish I could just go back in time and record this and show you. Remember the preseason picks when he was like Miami Heat?
I have live. I don't know what I picked. Miami Heat number 3 in the East, and they're number 4. So I'm pretty accurate.
No, but you had them winning the fucking championship and fucking destroying everybody.
No, I didn't.
That's the difference.
No, I didn't. No.
Okay, so he right there said they're not coming back. His face is on the live. Nobody's hacked his account. He said himself that there's no way they're going to win. And this is after the fact that he mailed me the jersey already, because this was December 20. That live was, I think, December 29th of 2021. Now, I'm going to show you one more clip and see what he says. What up, man?
I'm sensing a lot of heat between J-Mac and the Reds, man. What's going on, man? I feel like I gotta talk about something, man.
Well, there's nothing to talk about.
Where's that tracking number, J-Mac? We waiting for that tracking number.
Nobody sent. He got it in his DM. We got the tracking.
We got a Heat fan and a Warriors fan
Heat versus
betting on a
Warriors.
Clippers jersey. That made no sense. I saw that video. I was like, I thought y'all was gonna buy each other like your team's jerseys. Y'all both bet for Clippers jersey.
Oh no! Well, here's the thing. I mean, we didn't specify what the jersey would be, or the shoe.
Oh, okay.
It was basically, so the bet was basically whoever has the better record between the Heat and Warriors at the end of the regular season has to send that person. So if the Heat had a better record than the Warriors, keep in mind there's still plenty of time left in the NBA, so the Heat could turn it around. But J-Mac was like, "Yo, we're not gonna."
They're catching up.
Yeah,
You threw in the top 2. It's not even All-Star weekend. It's not even All-Star weekend, and you already gave up.
I know.
Nah, but come on. If you look at the records, the Warriors gonna have to lose like 10 in a row, and the Heat gonna have to win 10 in a row. It's not
It
happening.
could happen. I've seen worse
What
things
if
happen to the Warriors.
Steph Curry breaks his fucking head?
Knock on wood.
The only way is if Curry's out for the season. That's the only way.
All right. You guys saw it there. There's really nothing else to say at this point. Yet, J-Mac is continuing to slander my name, throw my name in the dirt, saying that I'm a dishonorable person, that I'm not keeping my end of the bargain, and that I should send his jersey back. First off, it's not your jersey anymore, bro. You lost the bet. The moment you set me the tracking number, you lost the bet. It doesn't belong to you anymore. And I don't understand what the deal is with him But apparently he's been also reaching out to other members in the Jersey community, complaining, or I guess, slandering me, talking about me. Now he's probably trying to reach me directly. So I was thinking, maybe he can't talk. Maybe he's trying to talk to me and try and settle some beef or whatever. I don't know. But he can't because I blocked him. However, for those of you who don't know, I have another page. I have a market page called Closet of Rez, right? I use that strictly for market selling only. I don't use it for anything else. I don't use it to post anything other than what I have for sale. I get a tag. I get a message on that account from a particular person. And this is what he said. I bet you he wouldn't even do anything if I won. He, meaning referring to me. I wouldn't even want any shoes, but an honorable person would at least send back my shit if they lose. That's if. What do I need to send you back something for? That doesn't belong to you anymore. You wagered that jersey on the line. I wagered a pair of sneakers on the line. So why would I even send that jersey to you? And on top of that, why are you complaining to other people about something that was between you and I? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to waste my breath. The fact that I'm even talking about this, having to explain it to you guys, it's quite embarrassing, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I want everybody to know who that rocks with me. Shout outs to everybody that's in here, that I'm an honorable person. Okay, I don't fuck around with that type of shit. If I lose the bet, I lose the bet fair and square. I'm a man of my word. If I lost the bet, let's say that the bet J-Mac never called it off, and there's 16 games and Miami Heat manages to win and have a better record than the Warriors, I'm gonna send him a pair of kicks because that was the end of the bargain. The same thing goes for him. He threw in the towel back in December 3rd of 2021, and yet here he is now, moving today to March. What is the date? March 9th, 2022, and he's complaining that I'm not sending his shit back. It doesn't belong to you, bro. You lost the bet. So I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you guys want to chime in, and kind of throw in your 2 cents about the situation in him. But honestly, this is really annoying that somebody out there like this would be slandering my name in the community, the Jersey community that I'm a part of, because I'm not that type of guy. I've been very open and transparent with a lot of you guys. I've looked out for a lot of you guys. And for somebody to come in here and come on my platform and talk shit behind my back or say this type of shit to me, I don't tolerate that one bit at all.
Yeah, and nor you shouldn't. I mean, it's just I've been aware of these posts that he's been making, all these claims he's been making. I see it around, and it's just like, dude, like you say, you threw in the towel, you gave up, cut your losses and just accept it like a man.
Exactly.
And,
I agree with you, POB.
Yeah, and it's just that you get it. You made a bet. You understand that. And, like I said, things got out of hand. You think, oh, you just throw in the towel. Okay, you're good after that. You can't go back after quitting. There's no going back after quitting. And, all of a sudden things change in your favor. And I was like, oh, you want to bring it back up? No, that shit is dead. It's gone. You cannot revive it back. Move it on. Just move on. Yeah. But, he's just chasing. He's just drama queen.
Yeah. And for me, to be fair, even going back to the first live, I had a weird feeling about him. I mean, because it's hard to explain, but even going back to that first live, like where he was, I think it was your wrestling live, maybe something like that. But just even just the way he spoke and the way his mannerisms were, he just kind of gave off a vibe that you have to keep an eye on him because he just seemed off. I mean, it's hard to explain, but he just seemed off to me. And he just kind of gave me that weird feeling. And like I say, back in November and stuff like that, I mean, he commented on one of my videos, my Nike NBA jersey video, when I did my collection and stuff like that. And he commented 6 or 7 times on that video. But I'm thinking, okay, it's no big deal or whatever. but it just, I don't know. And then as the lives went on, like towards the end of last year, it just, I don't know. It just seemed like it just seemed like bad news. And then after, I want to say the live was after like, it was more of a, I think the live was like when you were like, I'm trying to remember exactly what you titled this live, but like earlier in this past year or late last year, I'm not exactly sure which live it was, but the one where you got asked about, like height, size, weight, and stuff like that.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
you mentioned kind of in passing about you had to block somebody. And then
Correct.
immediately my first thought was J-Mac.
So to add context to that, that was the last straw on the camel's back for me. That's what prompted me to block him, right? So I'm gonna give you guys a little information about me and what happened in that situation. So there was I was going through a tough spot at the time mentally. I was going through a lot of this was during the time when COVID was really, really hitting everybody, almost, it seemed like, right? And everybody in my family was not feeling well, and they were trying to get tested, get a test for COVID. And myself included, I was trying to get a test, and at the time there were no test kits available. They were just sold out everywhere. And even if you had your health insurance, you had to make an appointment. You had to wait a couple of weeks. And, obviously, if you have it or if you're sick, they advise you to stay home, all that stuff. I was in a tough spot. And I posted on social media. I posted on my Instagram story that I needed to step away from social media for a little bit because I needed to clear my head. My head wasn't in the right place. He had the nerve to respond directly to that post about me stepping off social media with what I was talking about on my live, which really was like a pet peeve of mine. So it was like trolling in a way. He's basically trolling me in response to something that I was dealing with personally. And at that point, I was like, I'm done, bro. The fact that you can't be compassionate about somebody's situation that's affecting them personally, that don't fly with me. That's not cool. I don't care how cool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how popular you are. That goes out the window for me the moment that you said that. And there were also other examples in the past. I know there's things that he made comments about people's weight. And he's, I put him on blast. Like I screenshotted the conversation. At the time, I didn't put his name on that DM that I screenshotted, but I screenshotted the conversation that he was having with me in referral to somebody's weight. And I called him out on it. I said, yo, bro, I don't care who you are. That's fucked up. Don't ever talk to me about somebody's weight. Don't ever call somebody fat in front of me. Because if you do, I'm going to call you out on it. And he was like, no, well, it doesn't look like you. It kind of does, but it does. I'm like, it doesn't matter, bro. The fact that you're making a comment about somebody else's body frame and weight, that doesn't fly with me. Because some people can interpret that a totally different way, and it could affect a person. That could lead to other things that will make that person do things that might potentially harm them. And I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I keep it 100. Like, I will call you out on it. I don't care how cool we are. You say something like that, I'm gonna tell you, yo, that's not cool, bro. You need to step off that. Because I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to talk and engage in a conversation like that. So, like I said, that was kind of my red flag. I gave him plenty of chances. I kind of gave him the fair shake, and things of that nature. Like I always try to find the good in a person. Because that was like my first interaction that I had with him. That was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna be a little cautious around this guy. Yeah, and there's other, King Leonidas I know has stories to tell as well about J-Mac. I know King Leonidas. J-Mac has said plenty of things about King Leonidas, making fun of his accent, you know, making fun of how, or, you know, talking always about how much money he has and how he could buy all this stuff. He could buy all our jerseys combined. Like, why does that matter? He's a collector. We're all collectors. Why does it matter what he chooses to buy or how much money he makes? That has nothing to do with anything that we're talking about. His you know, whatever money, whatever income he makes for his family, good for him. Good that King could buy, you know, all these jerseys and be able to, you know, spend time and raise his family and his kids. Good for him. Why are you making it look like, you know, we're peons or whatever? Like, what? I don't understand that. Like, it just boggles my mind. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys have like anything else you guys want to add to this, because I know we're going 37 minutes. I don't want this whole live to be about this, but I want to just let people know that if you guys are following him, and I'm not saying to unfollow him, but just know the type of person that he is, because there's been a lot of things where I felt like yeah, there's a lot of things I feel like, you know, he'll try to exploit the situation. You know what I'm saying? And King Leo, you know, he says, I was going to address it, but funny enough, Rez and our friend Eric said not to waste my time, so I let him. Exactly. I was actually going to do a full-on video describing this situation, but the fact, you know, thankfully, there have been some, you know, very cool-headed people in here that kind of talked me out of it, so I appreciate those people who reached out to me, because I didn't want to give that person the time of day, and I didn't want to waste my energy, and I didn't want to get irritated as I was editing that video. Rather than go on a public live, that way, you know, there's no editing out. Like, I'm not hiding nothing. This is 100% raw, real, genuine feeling right now that I'm expressing to you guys. And, you know, yeah, you know, he says he told somebody he doesn't know why I get so many views because his videos are just as good. Like, why do you need to be like that? Like, why do you have to tell yourself, oh, I'm the #1 channel? Like, why have you ever heard yourself? Like, humble thyself. You don't.
Humble
why do you
yourself.
gotta say it? Why do you have to say that about yourself? You should let the people do that for you. If they like you, they'll tell people about you. You don't have to tell people about yourself. Oh, I'm a #1 channel. I got better stuff than this. I got more views. You know, that DM that I had with King, where he was, or I mean, not, I'm sorry, with J-Mac, where he was trying to say, like, tell people to sub to my channel. That's all he cared about. That's all he cared about.
And
That's
honestly, and honestly, for me, and for like, I think any one of us on here, especially any YouTuber, my advice would always be just make content you want to make. And if whether you have 1,000 people, 20 people, or 1 million people that follow you, at the end of the day, you know, that's why I always do what I do. You know, I just want to make videos that I want to make. I want to make, you know, and whoever comes along with the ride, hey, welcome. You know, if you want to be here, cool. If you don't, you know, that's fine too. I understand. Everyone has different thoughts. Everyone has different, you know, things that they want or watch or just channels and stuff that they decompress with at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, asking for views won't get you the views. Asking for subs won't get you the subs. Doing what you do and continuing to do what you do and somehow evolving, or just, you know, at the end of the day, just keep doing what you do and the right people will be with you. Because there's channels out there with millions upon millions of subscribers that we probably all watch that maybe have 1,000 views or 100,000 views out of it, versus someone who has like 100 subscribers who maybe has like, you know, 100 views on that. You know, it's just like, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is, it just sounds like insecurity. It just sounds like there's a lot of shadiness going on there. And it just sounds like there's a lot of things that maybe he has to deal with himself. And like I say, I'm no psychologist, but it again, he just gave me red flags from the beginning. That's hard to explain. So, and like I say, the enemy talking about this and, you know, bringing this up too, but I just had a feeling, and like I say, going back to that live about the height and weight question and stuff like that, you know, like, I'm 6'2", 150 pounds. What should I buy? You know, that live that we had, that sort of just like, okay, you know, and then people like that just, I don't know.
Can I say something, Rez, man?
Yeah, real quick though. I think Mac wanted to say something. Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
You know,
Go ahead, John. You're good.
all right. Ever since the beginning, ever since I saw J Mac, I myself had the same feelings about him. I remember when he was making fun of Mighty about hoagies. You know, I'm vegetarian like Mighty, and you know, he's making fun of what was it, cheese hoagies or something like that. That's when I realized this guy ain't good, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm vegetarian. I can't tell you how much I go through, man. In school, they used to get on me about it. So when I saw that live, I was like, yo, this ain't sitting too well with me.
Exactly. I agree.
All right, Mac, buddy.
Yeah, and I, man, you know, we chatted about this, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know the guy personally. I haven't had too many interactions with him other than the lives. But, you know, when it comes down to being disrespectful or hating on people for what they're doing, and then you not taking any action to try to like change your own situation or try to catch up to what they're doing. I mean, dude, like King Leonidas makes Jersey videos, and he makes them differently than the way Rez makes Jersey videos. But they're both successful, and they both have followings because people can tell that they're genuinely passionate about the videos that they make and the items that they're showing. And to like hate on people for that, just because your following isn't as good, then like, I'm sorry to say, but like step your game up, you know, do something to change it instead of like trying to, you know, ride the coattails of other people that have put the work in. It's just not a good look, you know, and people can see through that. And, you know, I was kind of like on the camp of like, don't give it any time. Like, just forget about it. It's just going to be like free advertising for him. And, you know, like, I'm not about that, but I understand too that, you know, Rez felt the need to go out there and be like, look, like, this isn't who I am. I'm not cool with this. And, you know, I think everybody in this room and people in chat and people in the community know the type of person that Rez is. You know, he's an honest, good person. Like, everybody knows that. And so, like, you know, one guy's opinion that's being salty and kind of haterish, like, maybe he's mad at himself for throwing in the towel early, you know, like, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have. You probably should have had, like, some conviction in your squad, you know, and, you know, if you do make that decision, you got to just take the L and keep it moving and live with it instead of, you know, bitching about it and about a decision that you made. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, no, that's well said, and I appreciate you stepping up, you know, for me and what I do for this community, you know, because at the end of the day, man, I mean, we're all a pretty tight knit circle here, and for me to invite him on my platform here on these live streams and you know, invite him to be a part of these lives and also try to help him, you know, because he asked me for advice, you know, on how to grow his channel, and I told him, you know, I gave him some tips and tricks. I told him, you know, about how I try to post videos frequently, I try to be consistent, you know, try to do your videos within a certain time frame, that way you don't lose viewers' attentions, and all these little tips and tricks that I use, you know, for my videos, you know. And you know, he would almost blame me. It feel like he'd blame me if he didn't see the results. I'm like, you're asking for my advice. I'm giving you advice. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you, but it'll at least give you some sort of idea of how you could construct your channel and how you want to reframe your channel. Your channel doesn't have to be exactly like mine. What good would it be if everybody's channel was like mine? It wouldn't, because then we'd all be the same. The fact that we bring different types of things to the table, I mean, we all show jerseys. The fact that we show it in our own way with our personality is what makes it stand out. And I think that's the most important thing. But, you know, he was like throwing it back at me. Like, he told me, he's like, oh, I really like Ninja Turtles. I really like this. I'm a big fan of Smashing Pumpkins, the band. I'm like, great, you know, show some of that stuff. If you have some of that stuff, you might get some music people in there. you might get some Ninja Turtle fans to join your channel. And he was, immediately he was like, "Oh, dude, this is not working. It barely got any views. I'm not gonna do it." And he's like, "I can't believe you suggested that to me." I'm like, "Bro, like I'm trying to help you. Why are you like upset with me because you're not getting the results you want? Like, it's more of like a you problem than it is me. You know what I'm saying?"
And also kind of going back to you too, Rez, it's like you don't have to put these lives on every week. You don't have to let anybody in who wants to, chime in on a topic, whether they have 1 million subscribers or 2 subscribers, the fact that you let people in every week or every week that you're available just shows that you actually do care about people, you do care about the communities, you do care about, anyone, because at the end of the day, you still host these lives. You still let anyone on or anyone comment, There's a lot of channels out there that would, like you could very easily just only allow a select few, like maybe 2 or 3 people. But the fact that you host these every week and have different topics every week where you can have different voices, different people you don't necessarily see all the time, again, whether they have 2 subscribers or 1,000 or 1,000,000 or 100 million subscribers, you let anyone in who has reputable, information to share or just care about it, so
Yeah. I agree. You got something, Throwback King?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like once again, piggyback from M Diddy, 100% agree with him. I was one of those people too. Like was telling Raz, don't waste your time, don't give it energy. I feel like if you would have made a full blown video, edit it and everything, put all that energy into it, I honestly feel he would have got off by that because you're giving it energy, and he probably would have not see the message that you're just trying to make. He'll probably just see it as promotion for his channel, which right now we're giving it too much energy. And I understand that I completely agree. You should trust me. If you guys are on Kings, you know the shit that I've been through and the shit, the drama I've put myself into too. But sometimes there's certain people that you just gotta check. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you try to let go. I'm letting it go. You block them. You let them go. You block them on social media. You ignored his shit, but he just kept poking and poking and poking and poking. Sometimes he's got to fucking poke back so he can get it through his fucking head that it's not okay. Fuck the bet. He thinks that the bet itself it's everybody, it's your own opinion on it. No, there's no opinion. It's facts. You gave up on the bet, and that's it. You gave up because you actually mailed the jersey. So that's you literally giving up on the bet. You know what I'm saying? We was on live when you showed the jersey and everything. Laughed about it. We all joked about it. If you're salty because you gave up earlier, M Diddy said maybe you should have stuck to your guns, and it would have been a dope, fun thing to do at the end. You know what I'm saying? It could have been great content for both of y'all. But no. But the thing that bothers me is him dragging your name through the fucking dirt to people that probably don't even know you, and go check, and they paint this picture of Rez without even knowing Rez. That's the part that bothers me. And I'm saying this, he's probably watching this, and I told you this, bro. That's not cool. It's not cool to drag Rez's name through the dirt because you're salty about some shit that you gave up on. Not Rez. Rez told you plenty of times. He said, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" He's like, "Yeah, I give up." Y'all saw the messages and stuff like that. That shit ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you didn't put the energy to put a full video. I'm glad you put it here. Because sometimes people gotta see this shit. You gotta put your foot down, and they're not gonna realize it. It's not gonna stick to their head. They realize that, I fucked up. Which I doubt he's gonna be the type of person be like, "Yo, I fucked up, my bad, I apologize, keep it moving forward." It's not gonna happen. I can't see that happen. If it does, it happens, whatever. But I'm glad you said your piece, and this is something that, after this live, it shouldn't be talked about again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a dead subject. Because he deaded it months ago. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's bringing it back up. So
Yeah.
like I said, Rez is I've known Rez for fucking He was in fucking high school, I think, or in college. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things like we all joke around. We all take shots at each other, but it's all in fun because we all know each other and stuff like that. But if I say something that hurts Jake's feelings and Jake says, "Yo, that's not cool," and I continue to do it, that's on me. I'm being the asshole. If Jake tells me that's not cool and I keep doing it, I'm the asshole. But if I stop and I respect Jake, yo, cool. Like, my bad. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said,
and likewise,
that I have to be on camera just to say my side of the story. Because I can't have somebody just shit on my name. That's all we have at the end of the day. Especially you're on social media and you don't want that negative energy coming towards your page because of somebody's fucking bullshit. So my advice to J-Mac, I know you watching this, bro. Like, just take your losses, man. And just keep it moving, man. And stop trashing people on the internet. That's fucking that makes you look bad, bro. Especially his Rez, bro. Everybody knows Rez. And my thing is, Rez, I told you, Rez is a good dude. He has his heart on the right place. He looks at the good in everybody. But because you're a good person, doesn't make him a fucking pussy. I'm sorry to use the word, but it doesn't make him a fucking pussy at the end of the day. Rez is a good dude, but he stepped up to the plate. He's doing it as like a man. He's like, I come with facts. This is what happened. This is the narrative. He could have came in here and said, fuck you, boom, 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 trash him, go, he could have gone that route, but he took the higher road. So big shout out to you, Rez. I appreciate you, pointing it out, putting everything on the table. And there's nothing that he can rebuttal with. There's nothing you can rebuttal with. Just let it go, accept it. That's it, man. Keep it moving. Keep doing your content. Rez gonna keep doing his content. And I'm all about the Jersey community, man. I shouted J Mac on my videos plenty of times. But come on, man. This is the fucking the ugly side of the Jersey community, which it shouldn't be like this because it's petty, yo. It's petty on his part, not on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. And like I said, I wish him all the best. I really do. I never want to wish any ill intent on anyone, even if they did me dirty. You know what I mean? I'm like I said, I wish him the best. He might be going through something, if he is, I definitely wish him the best. I really do. But at the end of the day, I got to look out for myself. I got to look out for my circle and my community that I'm a part of, and I got to make sure that everybody is being honest about it, because I don't want this circle and this community to be tarnished because of one person, or one specific individual that decides to slander somebody or something or any type of community. We've been in the Jersey game for a long time. I'll be damned if one person, whether it be J-Mac or someone else, tries to ruin that for all of us. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much where I'm at with it. I don't really want to spend that any more time talking about this subject. I mean, if there's anything that you guys want to add in to it, if you need any more clarification from my end, the message that I just wanted to get across is that whatever he's saying, because I can't see any messages that he's putting out anymore prior to this, or after this live, because I blocked him. I don't see anything that he sees. I think he's in here. I don't know, but I blocked him on the chat, so he can't chat. But I know he's probably following some of you guys. He's probably saying something to you guys. Whatever he says about me, if he slanders my name any further, you guys know the facts. I'll let you guys be the judge from here on out, because I have nothing else to say. I have nothing to hide. I provided my receipts. You saw them. You saw the DMs. You saw the video highlights of my lives. There's nothing else that I have to say. So I'm literally throwing out the key, and I'm not looking back. So that's where I'm at with that. So.
Okay, but I do have to say something, though, Rez. Sorry about my Timberwolves destroying your Warriors the other night. Kind of trying to at least make this somewhat lighthearted here.
No, you're good. I mean, the with the
Well,
thing.
hey, I'm a Minnesota sports fan here. It's very rare that the Timberwolves get mentioned for something other than the first overall pick in the lottery. Okay.
Nah, you guys are actually a good squad, man. I mean, there's a lot of things that are happening in the NBA right now that I didn't think was gonna happen. Like, no offense to you, Mac, I did not expect the Celtics to get hot like they are right now. I know Tatum is having.
Neither did I, but I didn't make a bet about it either.
Yeah. Oh, please, I'm a Minnesota sports fan. I never make bets about my teams because they'll somehow manage to just screw me over enough to make nothing worth it.
Hey,
yeah,
Raz,
no. What's up, John?
I want to say something real quick, man.
Sure.
I love coming on your lives every week, man. I can't tell you how much it helps me talking to you, especially mentally, man. You know, I've been struggling as of late, and coming on here talking to you, man, it helps me.
It helps me too, bro. It really does, man. When I have you guys, tuning in here every week, and we talk about whatever subjects going on, man, it really helps me. It helps me clear my headspace. Just to kind of throw it out there, I do these lives like an hour right after I get off work. It takes me roughly about 20 minutes to get home, from where I work at. So, when I'm home, first thing I'm doing is I'm eating dinner if I haven't eaten yet, and I'm setting up. And I try to be, I know I'm a couple minutes late at times, I appreciate you guys who bear with me and stuff, but it's like I'm making it a mission to make sure I'm here because I don't want to let you guys down. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. There are times that I need to work on myself in a sense where if I'm not feeling too great, I just need to postpone the live, to another week or another time. Yeah. And I know a lot of you guys understand that. I appreciate that too. I appreciate that you guys respect it, and I know some people in the past didn't like it. They didn't like the fact that I was, postponing the live. And I'm like, hey, I gotta look out for myself, man. But going back to these lives, like I said, it's a place to talk shop, hang out, express our opinions, grow with one another. Grow. I know we all have YouTube channels, on here right now. So, if you guys are looking to grow your channel with me, man, like, please, by all means, I invite you to come on and let's grow together, man. Because I'm not trying to bring anybody on these lives.
Yeah, that's the thing too, Rez. Like when I mentioned earlier, the fact that you let people on who may only have like a few subscribers or whatever, just letting them get their name out there, with someone who, I mean, I know at the end of the day you only have like 2,000 or so subscribers, which is still crazy to think. But for one of those channels, even just any sort of channel, it's just like any sort of thing, just the fact that you let anyone come on who's had whatever issues or whatever, just come on for even a few hours a week and just kind of talk about whatever the subject is, or just kind of be able to come on and be free and not have to worry about like troll comments or this or that or the other thing, where you can actually come and talk to real people and just not feel judged for if you're having a bad week, if you're having a bad day or whatever like that. You can just come on and just kind of clear your head and talk about stuff you love. And I really appreciate that, because again, you and Throwback King were arguably even M Diddy, POB One Foo, all of these guys on here really kind of helped me where I'm at now as far as like my jersey game and stuff like that and stuff, like I remember M Diddy's videos from way back in the day, like back when he wore, what was it, like freaking gorilla masks while talking about Mitchell and his friends. I mean,
maybe the most underrated video on YouTube, by the way.
I don't know how you not get a million views on that.
Yeah. In fact, to this day, one of my first videos was actually of M Diddy when he was showing off his NFL jersey collection with the backwards Red Sox cap with like the Curtis Martin starter authentic. Like that's going way back. And even Big John, relatively newer, younger newcomer in the, game. But the fact that you could just have so many different people come on here and just enjoy themselves and agree with them. And Big John, what jersey are you wearing? Is that
All-Star
what
Kobe.
jersey is that?
I'm wearing an All-Star Magic Johnson jersey.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
an 87-88 USA run. Old gold.
Nice.
Speaking of jerseys, man, I mean, you guys picked anything up recently?
Well, this is my most recent pickup right here.
I
2
know.
weeks ago.
Yeah, that's dope. I know Diddy got something up his sleeve, man. He's got some.
Look at that smile, bro.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna show off.
I'm ready to see.
I finally. Oh
What's
man,
up?
I just.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's just that I finally pulled the trigger on the Carmelo Lakers swing, man. I had to because talking with the people over at the Lakers store saying that the Authentics might not be a possibility. I had to pick it up.
See, I hate that, man. Why can't they just give us a concrete answer? Are you guys dropping them or not? You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Like, stop with the games, you know? That's frustrating, bro.
Mm-hmm. I know that. So if you need a swingman, let me know.
I'll definitely let you know.
Limited numbers too. So like, even if you wanted to get it, unless you either have a bot or like someone watching it, it literally just is gone before you can even get to it. It's like it's no different than with hype beast stuff. It's just like literally takes so few of it that it literally just becomes way more popular before it even becomes popular. It's crazy.
Right.
And that's with everything, not just jerseys.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. And like I said, we've had many conversations about Nike and how they do the business, but it is what it is now.
Yeah. I mean, even Adidas NHL jerseys are that way sometimes.
Diddy, man, let's see it, man. I see that hanger. I see that coat hanger. Hold on, let me highlight.
This is a newer jersey. As you know, the City Edition jerseys this year have been pretty nice, in my opinion, as far as the look of them and the quality and everything. So this one, I recommend anybody that has an opportunity to pick it up, try to. It was released in 3 different players, I think, but it was only available on the team website. So you probably have to just like keep checking it and hoping for a restock. I was fortunate. I had someone looking out for me. They knew I wanted this jersey badly, and we've done a lot of assists in the past or alley-oops in the past between each other. So really want to, thank him if he does happen to watch but thank you so much for this because I definitely wanted this. It's one of my favorite young players in the league. We've got
I knew it.
Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, Timberwolves, Authentic, City Edition. This jersey is crazy.
That's dope.
3 layers of twill on there. Kiss cut. I mean, jock tag. Everybody knows what that looks like. Whatever. And then the back single layer Edwards. Obviously, it's got all the same details that we're used to seeing this year. But I love the extra little added details, like the stuff on the side there, the sublimated.
Oh man.
Material on
Dude,
the
looking
side.
at it on camera, it looks so much nicer.
Dude, this jersey is crazy. And then of course you've got the trees screen printed on. So, huge shout out for the assist on this. This was one that I wanted when I first saw the list come out. I really wanted that, and this is the player that I really wanted. So it all worked out, man, and I'm really happy about it.
Can't go wrong with Ant either, man.
Great. That's a great pick. I actually
they literally had to make me go change into one of my T-Wolves jerseys. This was their 1920 City Edition.
There you go.
I have the Swingman shorts too, but it's way too cold in northern Iowa right now to wear shorts. So
I
literally have the whole fit of this and the 1920 Bulls City Edition. If you remember those, the like light blue and red.
Yeah. Yeah, for the Chicago flag. Yep.
Yeah, they look like snow cones, but for me, I just really loved those jerseys, even though a lot in the jersey community hated them. I can grab it for if you want a refresher on that real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Yo,
Let's see it.
MD, how do you pronounce that the sponsor?
Aura? Is it Aura?
Aura?
Oral.
Aura, right?
Yeah.
Aura?
I don't know what they are or who they,
That
what they
accent, I
do, but I'm happy that that's what they wear on the court and it's on the jersey. So that's all I care about.
Speaking of, because I don't want you to take all the credit, I have something I want to share too, actually. So I have it's still in the bag, by the way. This was such a headache to get, but I got this from a fellow Jersey head in the community. Shout outs to you, bro. You know who you are. But I pulled the trigger on this. I actually have this jersey style already, but I didn't have this player. So I was like, man, with the way things are going right now, with like the season coming to the regular season coming to an end, they decided to restock on some stuff. And Bay Area throwbacks, if you're in here, bro, you could probably relate because I know you said you were looking for this, but I got another statement edition. But this is the 75th statement edition.
Ooh.
This is with my guy.
Clay
How many
Thompson.
Warriors?
Now, is that swingman or is that authentic?
Got that
Authentic?
6.
Nice.
Oh, it's definitely authentic.
Yeah. So this was the last one at the team shop. They had the city edition ones, but they sold out. Like in my size, they only had size, I think, 40s left. And this is the one with the Rakuten. You'll see this on my channel. I'll do a quick video on this. So welcome to the day.
Nice.
Dude, that is nice, man.
That is nice.
Yeah, so I have a couple of these actually already. This is the first 75th. I also have the Curry statement edition, with the new Jumpman where he dropped, I think it was 62 points off the top of my head, and then I have a James Wiseman. I had to get Clay because that's my guy.
Well, this isn't a recent pickup, but like I say, this is the jersey I was talking about, the 1920 Bull City Edition. Now, what are you guys' thoughts on this jersey? Because I remember back in the day, this was like one of the most polarizing jerseys you could pick up. For me, I always liked it from the beginning.
Mighty, what happened? You missed the live. That's what's happening. You're missing it.
Yeah.
Mighty, my brother.
Go back to the live and you'll get caught up. Yeah,
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I think that jersey style is cool from the perspective of what they were trying to do and with the colors of the city, so to speak, that are in the flag. I've never been a huge fan of like the big like team logo on the chest. It feels like a little too, I don't know, like Christmas jersey, like they did like when Adidas had the rights to do the jersey. So I don't know. That's just my personal thought on it. But I think the city edition jerseys are cool. I've been on record as saying that. I think it's kind of cool to be able to pull that out and be like, oh, this is the 1920. Oh, this is the 2021. So,
yeah.
And I'm all in on this.
Here's the hat.
I've got probably like, yep, exactly. I've got one more coming, and I've got a couple others that I would like to pick up. So we'll see if I can scoop them or not.
Who are you trying to get, if you don't mind me asking?
So the ones left on my list are John Morant, which has been available somewhere because some have popped up on eBay, but they haven't hit any like online shops yet, I don't think.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind the Cleveland jersey if they restock that. I didn't like that jersey when I first saw it, but when I saw it on court, It looks really sharp, and then a couple people got them when they posted them on the Cavaliers team shop, and they're really well done. And then the last one would be crap. I'm drawing a blank. The Cavs. Oh, the Bulls. The Bulls. They released last week, but sold out super fast.
With the script, the Chicago script.
Yeah.
I know Luca got one, right? I think he got one in the group. So
yeah, he tried to check. He offered to pick me up a Caruso like on Saturday, and I was like, I'm good. I'll take Levine or DeRozan, but I think I'll pass on Caruso.
Yeah.
Nothing against Caruso if he's watching, but
yeah, it's tough, man. What's up? You gotta pick up?
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'll wait.
I was just saying, like, it's tough, man, because like the way it's like Nike drops their stuff in waves. Like, it's not like, when the season starts, like at the beginning of the season, all the teams get them. It's like they drop them at different times. Because like in the beginning, when the city editions first started leaking or dropping online, I remember Mac and you and I were having a conversation about like what was out, and I was contemplating on like which Giannis, authentic should I get? Should I get the statement or should I get the city edition? And I chose to get the statement. And then LeBron's jersey was obviously, on there as well. But the one that I wanted the most was the Warriors one at the time, and they didn't drop that one right away. I think Giannis was the first player that dropped. And yeah, man, like they sold out. And then, I think this is the first year that we're actually getting like this many different teams in authentics, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but like there's a lot of teams that got them. Like the Hornets got one, Chicago got one, the Timberwolves got one, the Warriors got one, Lakers, like a handful of teams. Even the Nets, they got one, and then I think the Sixers are the only one that I haven't seen yet with an authentic, with that Spectrum jersey. I haven't seen an authentic on that one. And then the Hawks.
There's maybe like 10 teams or so. Like I kind of did like just a quick comparison between like who was available last year and who was available this year, and it's pretty close, but it's leaning a little bit more towards. I think last year, if there were like 18 teams or 17 teams available, there might be like 20, 21 available this year. So obviously there's some teams that just because they're like not very good or they don't really have a star player, it's, their team just may not have ordered any from Nike because they just didn't think that they'd be able to move an awful lot at, like a $225 price point. But but I mean, for a team like Charlotte, they didn't have them last year. Like if you wanted an authentic rookie LaMelo Ball in that like mint green with the gold and black accents, like you were kind of out of luck. Like they didn't have them. So to have them available this year, even though they were only available at the arena, if you work some channels, talk to the right people, like you could get them for. They were attainable at least, I guess I should say.
Sure. Snacks, you ut some stuff you want to show?
Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember the last live. They sent me the wrong size on these shorts. So they did right for me. I got the Felipe Lopez St. John's shorts. I know M. Diddy know about these shorts. If you don't know about Felipe Lopez, I actually got this today. I'm going to make a video. Felipe Lopez autograph. He's literally considered the Dominican Michael Jordan. So before LeBron, like high school hype, Felipe Lopez was that dude. Shaq used to go to his games, his high school games. They would have to move to bigger venues for his games because the Dominican crowd in New York was ridiculous, man. So he was all the hype, but didn't pan out in the NBA. But Felipe Lopez, he didn't represent Hispanics, so pretty dope just to represent Felipe Lopez in the shorts. M. Diddy, that would be an amazing jersey that you can make. That St. John's, that 90s 95, 90, 94, 95 St. John's jersey. That would be an amazing jersey if you make that happen. And they do have a 30 by 30 of 30.
That's what's up. Yeah, recently I've actually been picking stuff up, but it's not like, I mean, I showed you a jersey, but I also been picking up some hats. I got this one right here actually that I just got. Still brand new, but I don't know if you guys mess with the brand Undefeated, but I got the this fitted like olive green hat right here. I'm gonna show this off in another video. And then like also, if you guys watched one of my latest videos on my channel, I got pretty ham. I went ham with some Dragon Ball figures. But I have one.
Hey, I don't blame you on that.
Yeah, here. This is like my favorite one that I got. On the screen. So this Goku, Kaioken. Oh shit.
That's the classic stance.
Yep. Looking like King Leonidas right here.
Bam.
It's all love, bro.
Monster arms.
Yeah, but I got that one, and then I got the Vegeta. So this one was hard to find, bro. Like they actually had this at my local mall. And when I went there, they had a bunch of these. They had a bunch of Gokus and a bunch of Nappas and Vegeta. But like when they had the Vegeta, they had one left. And there was a guy that was eyeing it. And he was looking at me. And he was like, if you don't buy it, I'm going to buy it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to buy it. But
he pressured you into buying it.
He pressured me into buying it because he was like, if you're not going to buy it, I'm going to buy it. But he gave me the chance, though. It's not like he was like, yo, I'm gonna get that, you know. But
props to him for looking out.
Yeah, no, for sure. We talked a little bit about it because he was with his girl, and his girl was like telling me, like, I told you, I kept telling him to buy it, but then he didn't want to buy it. So you know, it was just like one of those things. And when I went to the mall that day too, I don't know if you guys saw my story, but yo, they had this like super dope like Lord Zed helmet from Power Rangers. This thing looked crazy, bro. Like I was like, look at Snacks. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that thing, I had to check myself because the first thing that I did was I pulled out my card, and the guy was like, "Oh, can I help you?" You know, and the first thing I was about to come out of my mouth. I was like, "Oh yeah, can I get this?" But I didn't get it. I had to fight the urge. And Snacks' dog is telling me, yes, you did the right thing.
Bro, because he's about to tell me I'm about to do the wrong thing because I want that helmet is fire, bro.
Do they have it in your area?
I didn't check. I'm scared to check, bro.
Yeah, because
can't come home with a Lord Zed helmet. Like, babe, look what I got. He was like, what?
I think it's big. It's like really, really big.
Oh, there's another pickup. My Pink Ranger, Ranger collection is growing. She's still not following me, but you know, she was live today.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of the Pink Ranger, she's coming to Mississippi, man.
Yeah, nah, like it's I've been picking up a little bit of everything, you know. I have a jersey. It's a rare jersey, and I think Big John will like this jersey. I was gonna save it for a video, but yo, since you guys are like regulars, I figured I would share with you guys what I got. But I'm gonna do a video on this. This jersey right here, it really caught me by surprise because I own quite a few jerseys from this brand, and I've never seen any jersey with this fabric. I've been kind of getting into hold up, when I saw this on eBay, I was like, yo. But it's a college jersey. Can you guys guess the player?
Is it basketball?
Nah.
Football.
It's football.
Hold on. Don't show it. Hold on.
This I've never seen this online, bro. Like I don't know about you.
Is it a Russell?
Yeah, it is.
Oh man, I want to guess this so bad. Hold on. You said he might like it.
Is it a Dick Butkus?
Oh,
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay.
Yo, when I saw this jersey, because you always see the navy blue one, but you never see the white one.
Yeah.
Now, where did Butkus go to college?
Illinois.
Illinois.
But yo, it's crazy.
Speaking of fuck,
This jersey is actually like it has cotton. It's a fabric, so it kind of like it's a size 52. But the thing is, it kind of shrunk a little bit, so it fits like perfectly for me though. So
Yep, Illinois 62.
Look at the fabric on this, dude. It's like a cloth fabric. I've never seen, like, I don't know about you guys, but I have never seen this jersey in the white version.
I've definitely seen that.
Bro,
I've never seen that jersey, period.
Yeah, there's the sleeves though.
Because when did Russell come out with that line?
This was like
2002, 2003.
Yeah, that was way before my time as a jersey guy. So
I remember these.
I was in the hunt to
Rez
get
got me pulling this out.
every Russell jersey.
Yeah, I know. There's so many of them. I know they're inaccurate, so I know Mac is probably like twitching a little bit. So, but
they're super inaccurate, but there was nothing like it when it first came out.
Nah,
all we had was like Swingman Nike versions of it, and when they came out with that whole line, I was like maybe at 80% of the whole set. I just needed a few. Like they came out with stuff like you probably know, like East Carolina Jeff Blake, South Carolina Sterling Sharp.
Yeah.
They came out with so many like weird like things. Players that Carl Banks that you have is fucking dope. Of course, everybody knows the Barry Sanders, the Troy Aikmans, the USC jerseys, the Stanford Elway jersey. But they had the Dick Butkus, the white. They had man, they had some weird ones, man. My mind is going blank. But the one I always loved is the Jeff Blake one, the East Carolina one, because it had East Carolina across the chest, just like the Oklahoma State. It was purple. It was Blake. I'm like, bro, a Jeff Blake East Carolina jersey. Come on, man. And the Sterling Sharp said Gamecocks on the chest. Pause. That shit was so dope. So
it was
dope.
Different. Yeah, no, it was definitely different because like there was a lot of like I found out about those jerseys because of John Cena. I'll just throw it out there.
God.
And I was like, yo, when he was wearing that Natron Means UNC jersey, bro.
Natron Means.
I was like, yo,
all the Bo Jacksons.
Yeah, the Auburn one. Yeah, I was like, that is fire, bro. Like that's
Right.
I gotta get me. What's up?
Remember the Alabama Joe Namath jersey?
I remember that. The long sleeve.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say anything, but you might see that on my channel in the near future.
Oh god.
Throwing it out
Which
there.
one you get though? There's a couple different versions of that jersey. I hope you got the good one.
I think so because the one I
it's
have,
the one that has like a line across the chest. Well, it's stitched across the chest. It's quarter sleeve long. It's inaccurate. Also, it says Namath on the back, but
yeah. Mighty, what up, man?
Hey.
What's going on?
Dealing with a bunch of stuff, but that's neither here nor there. What's going on with you guys?
We're just sharing our recent pickups and stuff like that. Just kind of going. Yeah.
And I think Mighty, you'd like at least the player on this jersey now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing pretty good with him.
Yeah. And for once, he wears stuff like this proudly.
Yeah, I just wish that the Wolves would put a wolf on the jersey. That's the only thing someday I just want to see a wolf on that jersey.
Yeah.
Just imagine if there's a season where they just do like all like sublimate like designs on their jerseys.
I did get the
fire.
The Swingman Wolf shorts from the road shorts from like KG rookie year era, because they finally made those. They had the white ones I've had the white ones for a while, but not the blue ones.
Yeah.
And that one obviously goes with KG and also some of the creations by Rivalry. So I'll be happy. That should be coming tomorrow. And jersey-wise, I just got a deal done with Justin for 2 of his Colorado Rocky jerseys. So, you know, he's
I knew you
good
were
enough to put them on hold for me for a couple weeks. And
how many Albert Bell
Dude,
jerseys do you need?
I'm like,
believe me, fellas, I was tempted. That Orioles, that Harold Baines, I was tempted on that, but I'm like, you know, I got 3 with those patches already on there, and those Rockies, I didn't have any Rocky jersey with the inaugural on there, so I'm like, all right, well, I've always wanted Walker and Bichette, and he had both of them, so I'm like, yeah, I really wasn't expecting to pull the trigger on any of his listings, but those 2 spoke to me.
Can I say something real quick? I just want to say, everybody, I am very proud of Mighty Fan because he now officially has a San Jose Sharks jersey in his kingdom.
Yep. I saw that Facebook video. And
I was going to do a live reaction video to it, where I was gonna show his video on my upper screen. But the thing is, people started DMing me like screenshots of what he picked up. And I'm like, you guys just ruined this.
Pavelski, right? It was
now we can get Almighty on getting an Ebbetfield flannels jersey.
Yep.
I know. That's
I would love to get a Brian Piccolo, but I know it's not going to fit me.
You know, it wasn't exactly the Sharks jersey I thought I would get first, but it was the one that had the one with the best deal for it. Yeah. And I'm like, it's a teal one, and I always wanted my first Sharks jersey to be a teal jersey. I always thought it would be the original. I always thought I would get the original and teal and, you know, a Nolan or, you know, Urbe or any of those players and Wilson. But obviously I was a little slow on the trigger for those over the years, but I did get the Pavelski with the patch, the 25th patch on there, and the deal was just too good to pass up. And I actually had one on my watch list on Macari for a while. I don't know if it's the same one or not. And that one sold before I could, you know, make a move on it. And this one was just kind of sitting waving at me. So I'm like, all right, well, I might as well finally get that team off the list of jerseys, right? So
yeah, no, for sure. That I love that jersey, and the fact that it has the 25th?
25th, yeah.
That's a beautiful patch. You know,
that's a nice jersey. The logo on it's just so well done. Even I mean, I guess it's the replica line, you know, from Reebok from those years ago.
Premieres,
but it's still. I mean, see, even the thing with hockey jerseys is even the replica stuff. It still just pops. You know, the detailing on the crest and the various different elements of the jerseys just always look so good. I always just I have a decent collection, but I always just kind of stop and think sometimes, how do I not have more hockey jerseys? You know, with so much going on in those darn things. It's
because you're buying a lot of other stuff. That's why
I know.
You're buying the hats, you know.
I know I've said this before, but baseball will always be my first love for jerseys and for hunting around for stuff. And basketball, obviously, I got a whole room full of it. So, but football, but hockey certainly it is near and dear to my heart because there's so many different great patches like anniversary and you know, memorial and finals and all these different things that you find on them. And there's so many great styles out there that I still have to get. And that's part of the fun of the hunt, you know, is trying to find that next item and kind of, you know, being re-energized to try to add to a particular collection within your collection. Yes, Jake. And you know what? The white jerseys are hard. The white jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
They don't make a lot of authentics in the white for whatever reason. The white jersey doesn't get a lot of authentics done in Adidas and whatnot. It's always the home color jersey that gets a lot of the authentics.
Right.
Which is crazy to believe because, like, that's one of the sought after jerseys in the hockey jersey community is the Adidas white, like the version like this, because they stopped making them a couple of years ago and they became really highly sought after. So, and I know I will really want to get my hands on either Fanatics or an Adidas Sharks jersey. But the thing is, though, they're so hard to find. Like, even with the stealth editions and either the retro reverse or the 30th anniversary, they're not always the cheapest either, you know?
Well, I think that there was this one guy I started watching his, and I forget his name. Apologies on that. He has a pretty cool channel on YouTube, and he's a hockey collector. So he gets a lot of jerseys customized. And his rule of thumb is if he can't find, like a lot of those, the road white jerseys, if he can't find an authentic, he goes the Fanatics route because Fanatics brand, they make home and away. You know, they make an abundance of them. So one of the videos he did, and I guess it's from a few months ago, he had a bunch of jerseys that he got from various locations. He's been getting stuff done from Cool Hockey, customization stuff and whatnot. And I think he got some eBay jerseys and whatnot. And then he had the Fanatics branded Carolina Hurricane alternate jersey with the canes going down the front and the word mark forms, such as like the Rangers and, you know, the Penguins with the throwbacks and such. And that jersey, apparently you can't find an authentic version of. So he got the Fanatics version. And I'm like looking at, and see, this is bad. This is dangerous when you start watching these videos. Because I'm watching that video, I'm like, that's not a bad jersey. I might want to get one of those someday.
I must warn you, do not look up the hockey guy. Do not look up the hockey guy if you're a jersey collector. Oh my God, dude. I mean, you want to talk about a collection of jerseys there, bro. The hockey guy.
He's got just about everything.
I want to highlight this real quick. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
No, you're fine.
Hockey guy is different, by the way. There's a video that I always go back to referencing his Sharks history, where he breaks down every like Sharks jersey. That's a good video, and he's very knowledgeable.
I'm my Wild could finally fucking win a game. It was a rough stretch for the Wild for about a couple weeks, but anyway, I digress. I'll be right back.
Oh, no, it's been a rougher stretch for the Flyers, so, you know.
I want to highlight this comment that I have on screen from Matthew. I'm sorry, this comment was sent a while back and kind of missed it, but he's asking what jerseys that have just come out or came out recently, whether it's Nike, Adidas, or Mitchell & Ness, do you think will be considered old gold in the next 10 years or so? I think, personally, the one off the top of my head, I think one jersey that will be sought out will probably be those Valley Suns jerseys.
Oh, yeah.
That's definitely a jersey that I think would be considered a gem, I guess, if you will, in the next 10 years or so.
I think we got to break down like how we do comic books, because old gold is old gold now. So if that becomes old gold, what is old gold? Like, I don't see, you know, obviously old gold is what we consider old gold is that Mitchell & Ness, you know, that era of Mitchell & Ness, you know, back in the day, USA stuff and, you know, Salvador and stuff like that. But as far as like now, like we're living in the now, but 10 years, like I said, I hope everybody's alive in 10 years. But, you know, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird if like where's Mitchell & Ness gonna be? Two is like, are we ever like, you know, like is Nike probably won't even be part of the NBA in 10 years. There'll probably be another brand. Fucking Fanatics will probably step up and buy the NBA. But I don't see them making a throwback Valley jersey. You know what I'm saying? So like you have it now, which is amazing. You have it in your collection, but 10 years from now, the only way it's probably gonna be made is if they do a retro jersey of it or Mitchell & Ness makes it. Then, you know, they're not gonna get fucking right. But my bad, I went on a tangent there, but
no.
I'm just like, I don't consider anything old gold.
My thing is like I'm more concerned about the accuracy of whether it be Mitchell & Ness or another brand that takes the mantle to make, you know, these current jerseys, which will be considered throwback jerseys 10 years from now. But like, you know how Nike, all their NBA jerseys have the Nike swoosh. They're not going to be able to do that if Nike is not the licensor anymore. And then
I'm hoping another brand will pop up and have the licenses to make like Mitchell. You know what the problem with Mitchell Ness? They need competition as far as like, you know, another brand having licenses, like official license to make these jerseys, kind of like Madden. Madden can make whatever they want because you're gonna eat it because they're the only people with licenses. But you know, if you have like, you know, 2K has the license again, competition
right
that,
here.
Man? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if somebody else, like, yo, like for real. I think that's what that's what all these brands need is some kind of competition.
I think some of the best competition, honestly, is the custom game. You can
but I know I agree with that 100%. But I'm talking about something that, you know, a brand that has a store and a website and like an official brand. That's what I'm talking about, like with the licenses and stuff like that.
It's hard because of the licensing. Like if Mitchell and Ness has, I mean, and teams like today, they wear the throwback jerseys and Nike makes them, right? But Mitchell, as far as a more of a producer, so Mitchell and Ness has the licensing to make a lot of the throwback, you know, jerseys. And so I don't know if another company can come along and really delve their claws into making a lot of these jerseys because, you know, Mitchell Ness kind of has that kind of locked down. I know, like, for instance, like when the MLB, when they were the throwback, like the Phillies with the, you know, the powder blues. So Majestic was making them and also Nike, and you do have the option to do custom, but the problem with that is it's going to be more modern material. You know, if it's a Nike jersey, you're going to have the swoosh. You know, there's little things that don't quite add up, you know. But I remember some years ago when Majestic was doing them, they would wear the throwback, and then you had the option of creating it as whoever you wanted. So you can I think they even had an option where you can customize it into one of those classic players. So, you know, there's always that route. But honestly, I just think customization, I think people can find blank jerseys and send them off to various places and just have them done in the players that they want from the past, or just have a jersey done all together, like Rivalry, True Custom.
Like, I get that part, but I'm talking about like just you can go on Fanatics on the website and I can see a brand that's not like Ebbett Fields would be a great, like, imagine them with like an official full license.
Oh yeah.
And they stick to a certain era. Like, I can't see them making like 90s basketball or 90s, you know. But if they stick to the era of like Wilt Chamberlain and you know that era, you know, before with, but I think they will fucking kill it. You know what I'm saying? But they got to do little things by, you know, it's like they can only produce a certain amount of jerseys for a certain amount of players, and it's like they're restricted.
Yeah, it's tough. I still have to
give Ebbett Fields like the full license and let them roll with it. I bet they will fucking kill it.
Yeah. And I do hope that they are able to get more NFL. I mean, I still want to get like the Eagles. There's still some other teams that I want to get their NFL, you know, throwbacks of, and you know, some of the wool flannel baseball too. But it's tough. It's almost like a monopoly, and it
definitely is. It definitely is. But seeing, I'm sorry to keep coming you up. I'm sorry, but seeing how Ebbett Fields, like, I haven't got one of their football jerseys. I'm more about their baseball jerseys.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's more because of the sizing and stuff like that. But the accuracy of how the fonts are, like, just the Namath and the Allworth alone, the Mitchell Ness version and the Ebbett Fields version is night and day. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Mitchell Ness did the jersey so he can wear it out and whatever, but they have Ebbett Fields. It feels like it took it off the back of Namath's back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really feels like it looks authentic how they look in the pictures.
And I understand they can't do this with football as much, but I know Snacks, they've worked with you on a lot of different custom, you've had like numbers changed into a certain player. and they've always been, good with working with you. And that's the type of stuff that Mitchell and Ness will never do. But it's really cool that you've had some like Roberto Clemente jerseys done up and just stuff that you're just never going to find,
And
So,
I
very
heard
cool.
that they're not doing that anymore. So the
Oh,
custom,
not anymore. Okay.
yeah, the custom
At
game
least you were
for
able to do it when you could.
Now you can change the numbers, but as far as getting customs from Evan Fields, it does.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I got everything I wanted before they just.
Yeah, kind of going back to the comment that I just saw that you just posted there, Rez, with M. Diddy and like Rivalry Sports were saying how Fanatics and Nike are ruining the game. I completely agree there because it seems like at this point, unless you're Fanatics, Nike, or Adidas, good luck being able to get any sort of licensing on anything. It's like gone are the days of competition, and like gone are the days of multiple brands being able to put their names in the ring, because it's like Fanatics and Nike are putting up.
Not only do you need the license, you also need to pay the players. You know what I'm saying? You can have the license to all the Laker jerseys, all the Laker like different models of Laker jerseys, but you have to pay Magic Johnson, you have to pay Wilt, you have to pay these players to do their jerseys. You know what I'm saying? It goes beyond just having the license for the NBA. You want to make those throwbacks, you got to pay these players.
They get royalties, right? Players do for their jerseys being
yeah. Which will probably explain why jerseys are as inflated as they are, because there's so many licenses and royalties that go into that stuff that you can't just where like I bring up like the fakes, but it's like the reason why they're so cheap is because they literally just pay for the stuff that they make and stuff like that versus all the like royalties and all the licensing and stuff like that, which jacks them up way too much in my opinion. But
just to clarify, Jake, Max said running the game, not ruining the game.
Okay. Running the game, yeah.
Doing a good job. My thing is this is a subject that I touched on briefly over the weekend, and I post a lot of questions on my my stories on Instagram, but like it was just making me think, because like on Kings of Throwbacks, shout outs to Kings, there was a guy on there who was looking out for the group. I think he was in the North Carolina, Charlotte area, and he actually was looking out for people who wanted the LaMelo Ball City editions that dropped. And I saw there were like a bunch of people DMing him, like, yo, grab me a size. And then he said that he can't get any more because they were limiting. He bought too many, essentially. But then he was like talking about it. He was saying I could get somebody to grab them for me if need be, but he was, charging. He was getting a $400 cover charge for the jersey, and it's from what it sounded like, they had an overabundance of jerseys, enough for everyone. The only issue was it was only being sold at the team store. We don't all live in Charlotte. We can't all get access to go to the Charlotte team store or the Mitchell and Ness flagship like Mighty, or Mark M, like we don't have that luxury. And I feel like with that, they need to do a better job with that. In my opinion, that's just my opinion, because it's like, what do you do about the fans? What do you do with somebody in Philadelphia who's a Warriors fan? How are they going to get their jerseys if they don't sell them there and they only sell them here at Chase Center? What if I am a whatchamacallit, like I'm drawing a blank, a Chicago Bulls fan, and I want to get a Bulls the Rosen jersey, but I can't because it's only being sold there. What are you going to do? They don't drop them online, apparently. And if they do, they don't let people know about it, which is crazy to me. And I know
if they do let people know, they're gone within like 20 minutes. So
and that's what I'm saying. That's the thing that frustrates me. I guess it's Nike's tactic of making sure people are not. And again, this is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but like I feel like that's their way of trying to combat like people who get bots, because if they announce like all city editions are going to be released on March 25th, 2022, mark your calendars 9 a.m. or whatever. I feel like then everybody's going to have their bots ready or whatever, and I feel like that's why they do that. I get it, but it's just frustrating when you find out about it after the fact and then it's sold out. Like I got a notification I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago, that they restocked on the Giannis City Edition Bucks jersey, and I was like, "What?" This was like at 9 in the morning, like 9:15 a.m. I clicked on the link and it was all sold out.
Yeah.
I was so freaking like mad at myself because I've been eyeing this jersey, like I've been trying to find it from like secondary or third party markets and stuff, and people just want too much money for it. And the one time that they restocked it, I had my moment to get it. I didn't find it.
Well,
So that's my 2 cents on it. I know I'm going off the rails a little bit, but I just wish that there was more availability.
Yeah,
The particular teams' jerseys, like then they just, because there's obviously enough units, there's enough abundance for everybody, there's enough stock for everybody to, it seems like, to get their hands on them. It's just they're only being sold like regionally. You know what I mean? That's the frustrating thing for me.
Yeah. It's the same with the Timberwolves did the same thing. They had their authentic city editions only available, I believe, at Target Center. I understand what you're saying, Rez, but I will say this in reply is that I think the people who truly, really do care about these jerseys as much as we do are people like us and our collectors. And I think the easy answer to that is, yeah, it would be great if Nike or Fanatics or whatever would just release all this stuff at one time. Here it is. But, with that said, I think, we do have an ability and a platform like a Kings of Throwback, like YouTube channels such as Jersey Connect, who does Yeoman's work, to let people know when these things are out. And it's just, you kind of have to have your finger on the pulse. You have to just kind of monitor and be ready for these alerts and for people to post, hey, these are available here. I picked up this jersey at the Target Center. I picked up this jersey at United Center. I picked up this jersey in Phoenix. I picked up this jersey in Charlotte, right? Because people in our group on Kings, they're always showing it. They're always posting it. This is available. So I think that's where we kind of have to be. You just have to be alert to social media. I mean, there's Instagram pages. There's, I'm sure Twitter pages. There probably is some TikTok pages. I don't know, but that's really where you go for the information. And having a group like this with a lot of members, where people who are constantly looking for jerseys, they're going to find stuff. And some people do want to give assist. Now, sometimes that might become an issue, if they're trying to give assist to too many people and then they can only buy so many jerseys. But I know there was one guy who posted about the Phoenix Suns City Edition jerseys being available in the at the stadium there, but also on that site that I couldn't get my Chris Paul City Edition on. But but that's where you go for the information, and I think it's just one of those things that unfortunately it's just how we have to do it. We have to just be alert to these alerts that come out and on YouTube and on Kings of Throwbacks and such by fellow Jersey heads. It's basically Jersey heads looking out for Jersey heads, and that's the reality of the situation right now. I understand the frustration, but I do think that there's a solution, and we have people who can get the assists and such if possible.
Being glued to your phone is the solution.
Yeah, you just got to keep your ears to the rail, as the old saying is.
Yeah.
But if these jerseys, I'm not into the new stuff, but if all these jerseys were just available, full size runs, I think people won't even buy them. So I think people jump on it because, oh shit, the window's open a little bit. Run! I don't really want this jersey.
The bots get them.
But I'm not even talking about bots. I'm not even talking about bots at all. I'm just talking about the FOMO kicks in. You might want a jersey, an authentic Nike drops right now of a team that haven't dropped it yet. You really don't want that jersey, but in your head you're like, we never get authentics. Let me go buy this jersey really quick. So my thing is that's where you have to have your control your FOMO, because are you really getting this jersey because you really authentically want this jersey, or are you getting it because these Nike authentics are so slim that if one pops up, I'm like, I'm just gonna go get it because I'm never gonna see this jersey ever in an authentic. So that's kind of like what I see too. Like I see a lot of like people like drop the link for the Kawhi Butler Miami Heat jersey. Oh, it's authentic. It's right now. It's on the website, and people are like going crazy. I'm like, who wants this ugly? In my opinion, I think it's the ugliest fucking jersey ever. But people are jumping on it because it's an authentic. So Nike know what the hell they doing, man. They selling that crack to y'all.
Well, I'll tell you, it was all I could do.
In little bits.
It was all I could do, and shout out to Eddie for sending me the link on Messenger. It was all I could do when the Mavericks team shop got more supply of the Doncic Authentics. I had my fun. Like, I want that, but I can't.
I can't do it right now.
It's whatever it was, whatever it would have been shipped. I'm like, yeah.
They still have an XL.
Now, see the problem with them is they don't take PayPal. So
I know.
If they took PayPal, I could do the pay.
You have to pay in full. I'm like, oof, like, out the window.
I can't even do the paying for. Damn it! damn those teams in Dallas.
You have to find it on eBay. eBay does pay in for. So if somebody has it on there,
I'll just take the swing, man. Whatever.
Mac, you had a couple of points you wanted to point out, right?
Yeah. So I think shout out to the guy on Facebook on Kings that was helping people out with the LaMelo jersey. I shared this story with some of you guys, but as you know, I was born in Charlotte. My dad still lives there. So when I found out that they released the jerseys, I hit my dad up, and he was at a different location at the time, but he was coming back into town. And I was like, hey, if you want a, little side cash, now that you're retired, like there's a good opportunity if you want to swing by the cable box, as they call it, down in Charlotte. I'm like, you can scoop a jersey, maybe your wife can pick one up too. You get one for me and then flip one. My dad literally showed the timestamp red, no response. Like, he never even responded to me. I was like, damn, Dad, you're cold-blooded.
He left you red.
Dude, he left me red. Like, not even unread. Like, he read the message and just like, nah, I'm not even responding.
He just straight up ghosted you.
But the guy that ended up picking him up, I mean, yeah, he did juice the price a little bit, but I didn't think it was unreasonable based on what they're going for on eBay. He took time out of his day and had to go down there and like organize things to pick up multiple jerseys. So he actually did people on the group a pretty good solid. And I think, Mighty brings up a really good point. To anybody watching this that's trying to get some of this stuff, build yourself a nice network, like start a group chat, with people that are interested in picking up the City Edition jerseys so that you guys can share information. Like, I know, whenever the Suns jerseys came out, like I hit up people that I thought might be interested in them because I thought I was kind of early to know that they were available. So, build that network, use those connections. And I know, for example, like if there was ever a jersey that released in Boston that people wanted, like as long as, you gave me shipping money and like, money for gas, like I'd be more than down to go down to the Garden and pick it up for people. You know what I mean? So, like, just keep that in mind. Like, know where people are from, like in your circle, and use those connections. And the other point that I wanted to mention is, it's really funny to see like the maturity level of a collector base. So I know a lot of us are into different things and different types of collectibles. And I've seen a couple instances, especially within the card community, where I see some people's responses to things, and it's just like they're such babies about stuff, and I want to look around and be like, you guys have no idea like what's coming. Because if you're complaining about stuff now, like, yeah, you might as well get out of the game, because it's only going to get worse from here. Like, they released this Spider-Man card on Upper Deck E-Pack this week.
I saw that, yeah.
And it was limited to 1,000. And there were also autograph versions that were numbered to 50. So, of course, everybody was swarming the site, and the site froze up. Like, you know, things that we've all experienced, I'm sure, like, you know, whether it's shoes, you know, jerseys, whatever, the comic books, whatever. Like, if there's a limited thing that comes out, people are going to flock. The servers aren't going to be able to handle it. I just thought it was hysterical. They're like, Upper Deck, your site sucks. Like, how could you treat your customers like this? I'm like, you guys are freaking idiots. I'm like, you should just be happy that they don't have bots coming in there and, like, cleaning them out in, like, 2 seconds. Because they're not even on that yet. And so, you know, it just kind of highlights that even more. Like, as much as we may complain about some of the availability, if you use those connections, at least we still have a shot at a lot of this stuff. You know, it's not like the shoe game yet. You know, we still have a little ways to go, and hopefully we don't get to that point. Flipping culture picks up on anything that there's money to be made on, but you know, hopefully they don't come in full force and just really start taxing people. But those are just a couple observations. Yeah, that thing, like, I had people that for that card set, this was the 43rd week. And so there are people that had been collecting it for 42 weeks prior, and they're like, I didn't get my Spider-Man. I'm done. Anybody that wants the set, I'll sell it to them. And I'm just like, man, you guys are spoiled brats.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's interesting that you say that, because, like, I've owned cards back in the day, but never to the level like it's at now, you know, and I see it a lot too. I see people who complain a lot about, you know, like the jersey community now, you know, recently, about, you know, how the distribution of Nike, and, you know, myself included, like, I've said my piece, and I usually say it when I don't get it, you know what I mean? And then if I do get it, I'm like, shout outs to Nike. They actually made it happen, you know, or whatever this may be.
Oh, you really want the jersey, and that shit is whack anyways. That shit is inaccurate.
Yeah.
So just because you missed out on it. Like, a prime example is that gray Hoyas Iverson jersey. Man, fuck Mitchell and Ness. I always said that because they didn't come out with my size. They didn't come out with my size, and they ain't do it online. So, and by the way, my Eddie George jersey is coming tomorrow. So it's either going to be a great review, or I'm going to fucking shit on everybody on Mitchell and Ness.
Man,
I'm hoping for the best.
First time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, I know you're cool with the guys at Mitchell and Ness, the store, but I just want to tell them to go fuck themselves, because they didn't even try to help me. They left me in red. They saw 3 of my messages, and all I asked them is, hey, if you can't help me, can you just please let me know you can't help me? Scene. Then I was like, all I'm asking is, like, if you just say yes or no. Scene. I'm like, you mother. I was like, you know what? And they ended up liking, like, one of my pictures. I'm like, what's wrong with y'all, yo? Oh my God. By the way, if everything goes smooth, big shout out. But everything goes, get ready for that shit on Mitchell and Ness. It's gonna happen.
You gotta get that Buckeyes. You got to get that Buckeyes Eddie George, and you got to wear it with the Lord Zed helmet. I think that'd be fire.
Bro, fire, bro. I'm already on it, bro. I'm on it, bro. And then
you know what's crazy about that helmet? It has a voice changer.
I
was like,
bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Bro, why do I need that? I just want to be in my room with the Lord Zed helmet playing.
Man, I gotta
want to do.
I gotta pull up a picture of this, because you guys are probably like,
"What
the
hell?" It's so fire and it's so shiny. Oh, and the brain is mushy, like it's like basketball material. Oh my God,
it's super. Yo, like, it is super dope.
What helmet's this?
It's
the Lord
it's from
Zed Power Ranger helmet. Come on, buddy, get it together.
it's from the
Oh,
Power
it's a
Rangers.
Power Ranger helmet.
But it's like one of the main like iconic villains of the Power Rangers. But like,
That helmet
wait,
fire.
I'll show you right now. This is like,
oh my goodness!
Man.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, it's got the Z too, so I could be like Lord Rez.
Bro.
That's perfect. I'm trying to convince myself to get Lord Rez. Look at that with the Z. That's
Come
Oh
on,
my
yo.
god!
That is fire,
that
bro.
is nuts, bro.
I just want to make sweet love to my women wearing that helmet.
Oh
Look at
man.
that.
Come on, can you picture me? Look, come on, man.
They based that off the Shredder helmet. I mean, what-
I don't know. Yeah, there it is.
They definitely bit off the Shredder helmet a little bit.
Look at that thing!
Yeah.
Oh
That
my
thing is
god!
fire.
It's like a car, like a hood ornament. Looks like a hood ornament.
It looked like a hood ornament.
Hey, Rez.
Yo, what's up?
Guess who's coming to Mississippi Comic Con on June 25th and 26th, man?
What was that?
Or is that who is that?
Amy Jo Johnson.
Oh snap!
Kara Strong, bro.
Snap!
Oh,
What? You got Kane going there too?
Bro, Kane,
No.
Kara Strong, Amy Jo Johnson. It's gonna be awesome, bro.
Bruh.
You got the voice of Timmy Turner, man.
You got snacks like. What are you doing?
Nice.
Who's gonna be there?
Boy, I can hear that theme song going off my head right now, Big John.
Yo,
Wow.
bro, look, I'm gonna have proof right here. This is I'm showing my receipts. Mitchell and Ness, the flag store, asking them about the Eddie George, if they can give me any kind of information, if they have it. Oh, you want to see it? Hold up. Look, they left. Look, see, but you can't even see it, man. But it's there. Nah, you can't see that. But it says seen last week, bro. I said, hello. I'm very interested in the authentic version of the Eddie George Ohio State jersey, not the legacy version. Do you guys have it, the authentic version, in the store? If so, any way you can provide some pics so I can see how the authentic looks versus the legacy version. Thank you for your time. If you can't help me, please let me know. Thank you. Once again, it's like seen. I was like, I'll be very grateful if you just let me know. If you can help me, say yes or no. Seen. I'm like, all right. So your little two model guys over there, kiss my ass. And I'm going to when I go to Philadelphia, go to Mitchell Ness, I'll make sure I let them know to kiss my ass.
I think it was Matt. The guy in there is Matt. He's a Patriot fan, so you gotta be careful with that.
That's what's up.
Something about Patriot fans. You gotta be careful.
No, I'm boycotting that store. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They only have one store though, right?
They're always
store.
We're not involved with the website.
Yeah, they only have one store, right? So
I only have to boycott one store. That's it. I'm good.
Man, yeah, I don't know, man. Like with everything that's coming out and stuff, like it's just crazy. It's just too much shit coming out, bro. I mean, like now I'm getting back like into the Dragon Ball stuff again, and they just revealed like a bunch of stuff coming out in the summer, and I'm like, man.
Did
for me,
see the,
that feeling you have, Reds, is how I feel about
Winning Time.
What was that, Mighty? Sorry.
Anyone see the first episode of Winning Time?
No,
I haven't.
Lakers.
Dude,
HBO
I
Max.
want to watch that so bad.
Already,
I don't have HBO, so
I gotta tell you, man, it's awesome. And I mean, my God, the actors that they got to play Magic Johnson and Kareem look exactly like Magic Johnson and Kareem at that age. It's striking. I'm like looking at this. I'm like, that guy looks exactly like Kareem. When Kareem was, during the in that time of his life, I'm like, he looks like freaking Kareem.
I saw the trailer and it actually looked pretty good. Like the dude, I keep forgetting the guy's name. The guy that plays Jerry Buss. Yeah, dude, that was
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, John.
Yep.
He looks spot on.
He looks like him.
Dewey
He's just like him. just like
it's great. I've enjoyed it. So I do wonder who made the jerseys though. I wonder if that was.
Are you?
I actually know.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Are they bad
right.
or are they?
No.
Huh?
They're
are they like bad looking or are they?
No. They're Ripe-On jerseys.
Oh. So
now they haven't.
That's
They
like one of the
haven't
best.
shown them in full uniform yet. Through the first episode, but like they had like a Jerry West jersey up on the wall in his office frame. They had and based off the trailer, I mean those things they really look good, like crisp and look era specific. So I just wonder
see that Big O jersey that they had.
Oh yeah,
and like the little clips. Right at the beginning, then there was another one that they showed. It's the blue version with the stripes down. Oh man!
You're talking about the Royals?
I enjoyed it. I liked the first episode. So
I gotta watch it because I know my girl.
I need to watch it too.
Yeah, she's a diehard Lakers fan, so it's gonna be hard for me to watch it.
I'm a Lakers fan as well.
I just like that Lake Show team, so that. That's one of those teams I wish I could have seen, back in the day. Because when I saw them, they were at the end. The Bulls got them in '91. So, yeah. But that Showtime, I would have enjoyed to watch that team. That's like a Mighty fan type of team.
I kind of want to see like a series like of this, but with the Celtics dynasty. I don't know, that whole like Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale, like those guys, Danny Ainge. Like I was always fascinated with those guys. But
as long as it finishes with a title, I would absolutely, and I know it's me, I would absolutely love a Process Sixers thing with all the drama
with Ben Simmons,
everything.
Oh
yeah,
not this again.
The tanking, the Twitter gate thing that happened, the Markelle Fultz not shooting, the Ben debacle. I think it would be one of the greatest damn shows with all the drama, with everything that's going on. As long as it ends in a title. This has to end in a title, right? I think it would be awesome. It is must-watch TV. It's the whole process has been just a crazy ride, and you couldn't script any of it. So I think it would be a great show. I certainly hope they make a 30 for 30 for it. I would be all in.
On Ben Simmons or
no, the whole
the process in general,
from start to finish,
yeah.
The whole thing, all the years, all the draft picks, all the hits and misses, all the drama. You had the Colangelo situation with Twitter.
That's gonna be like the MCU, but in the NBA world.
I just think.
How would you
think it would be it? I just want to go behind the curtain a little and see some of this.
That'd be the the NBACU, the National Basketball Association.
You cannot script this stuff. What they have gone through, you cannot script it. The Kawhi shot, everything.
Just all right, look. I don't want to cut you off, Mighty, but I'm giving Snacks a migraine. I don't want to give people a
Well, look, I live this thing. I listen to sports talk radio.
I know you do.
So believe me, this is.
It could be worse to be a Minnesota fan.
I know you do, but I don't want to give people a headache anymore. So
I'm enjoying them now, though. I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting until playoff season starts because I'm curious to see where we're gonna end up. And
yeah,
I know we're third overall in the West right now because Memphis is Memphis is a sleeper team, man. I never doubted that. I always said publicly that Memphis is one of those teams where do not count them out, and I mean they're showing it.
Ja's outrageous, man. He just thinks he does.
He reminds me of like a Penny Hardaway / like young Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't get injured.
He has athleticism for days. I hope so either. He's fun to watch.
I gotta say something, man. I'm lucky to live close to Memphis, man.
Oh, really? You live close? Mississippi is close.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
How
I
far
live
is
like
it?
an hour and a half away.
An hour and a half?
Yep, an hour and a half.
Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's like
And an exciting thing for me too is a week from tomorrow, or 2 weeks from tomorrow, I should say, the 24th of this month, I'll be going to my first ever NHL hockey game. Minnesota Wild will be taking on the Vancouver Canucks in St. Paul's. So I'm excited for that, even though we were on a little bit of a losing streak there that kind of got me a little nervous, not going to lie.
yeah, I mean, with hockey, man, I just want to see good games whenever I watch them. I mean, I've like given up with the Sharks winning a Stanley Cup. I'm sorry, but like that team, I love their jerseys. I'm ride or die, but like
I'm kind of getting there with.
Now I know how I feel in Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Twins, T-Wolves. I mean, now I know how I feel as a Minnesota or a Minnesota sports fan. At this point, I'll be happy to even just see them in a championship game if I don't have a heart attack before that. Yeah. Heaven forbid the Vikings ever make the Super Bowl. I'll probably need like those freaking defibrillators, clear,
And Mr. Wentz is now in Washington.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. Yeah, that was one of
our former players coming to play on the division rival teams, huh?
But Mighty, you want to know what's ironic about that too? I saw this tweet from Field Yates on Facebook that said he not only takes on the Eagles twice a year, but he also faces the Indians.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was like getting passionate. What happened?
Did
I do something? My bad. I don't know what happened.
Minnesota cut the wire. They said,
Yo, you good?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know why.
You got too excited. You knocked over the
I know that. I know that. I know I should never get excited about Minnesota sports because
I think you got Green Bay upset. I think you got the Green Bay Packers upset.
Oh no, the Packers upset Packers fans there. Did you hear about that contract potentially?
Oh, how he re-signed.
Yeah,
there's a lot of quarterbacks.
Oh man, not the Packers.
Russell Wilson to the Broncos though, bro.
Yeah, crazy. I bet you're happy about that, Rez.
That's crazy. Not really, because I kind of wanted him to go with us.
Yeah, but he's no longer now your Niners. So,
are they just turning the reins over to Lance?
Jimmy G is, as far as I know, is still our primary quarterback. I have not heard it. The only thing that I heard was that the Indianapolis Colts expressed strong interest in getting Jimmy. But who are we getting?
They kind of need a quarterback now.
Who are we getting? We're not just going to give him away.
Jordan Love should be the biggest free trade bait right now. Get Jordan Love. That's got to be the biggest
I haven't seen anything
first round pick ever.
Man,
1 year.
You gave me a
I know that
the Packers, man.
It didn't end well here with them, but 1 year.
Trust me, Big John. It makes me want to hang myself from the rafters myself here. Like, holy crud! When will this guy finally end his career? Like,
oh man, the Packers. Oh,
yo, how about Wentz though, man? To the Washington, what is it?
Commanders.
Commanders now.
He's a commander now.
Commander
Wentz.
That's crazy. He played what, one season and after he left Philly, and then
one season with the Colts.
Yeah.
Now he's gone, huh?
The Colts
That's just
looking good.
Man. I know, like, he struggled that last game against Jacksonville, but I mean, there were some games down the stretch where he was playing pretty decent, and they pretty much said, "All right, that's it for you." We're
not to mention Jonathan Taylor. Are we going to forget about Jonathan Taylor being like a finalist for the MVP last year?
I almost feel like the Colts just want like a game manager,
Yeah.
So if they get Garoppolo, that's certainly a game manager. I mean, that kind of fits what they're looking for.
At this point, they give him Cousins, but because we're basically starting over anyway.
Yeah,
the Seahawks are rebuilding right now because
we got Noodle Arm here as a quarterback, so hopefully his feet stay healthy because Jalen ain't beating anyone with his arm alone.
Oh man, is that a Philadelphia Eagles fan complaining again about their quarterback? Jesus Christ!
I have a right to, Snacks.
First, let's get Wentz. He sucks. Get him out of here. Jalen Hurts. Now they got Jalen Hurts.
Well, Wentz did
fucking
suck
noodle arm. I'm like, oh my god. Eagles' favorite quarterback is always the backup quarterback.
Neil, you cracked me up, man.
What he did suck at the end. Yeah, he was playing horrible.
Y'all was on Wentz. Y'all love that dude. Y'all shitted on him.
Yeah, he did, and then he sucked.
Then you shitted on. Y'all love Jalen Hurts. Now you're shitting on him. Yo, y'all can't.
You remember, Snacks? I watch every Eagle game. I know if a player starts sucking.
I know from you watching every Eagles game.
Yeah.
That's how I know what you guys are. Jesus
Wentz,
Christ,
he went from being an MVP candidate to being horrible.
Well, to be fair, though, his offensive line was literally getting him murdered like every other play, though, too.
Well, no.
I mean, to be fair, towards the end of his time there really wasn't a whole lot to.
The one thing about the Eagles, I'll say as a compliment to them, is they know how to build offensive lines.
Yeah.
The problem was Wentz just kept throwing the ball to the other team.
Meanwhile, I'm up here in Minnesota, where half the Vikings fans wish that Kirk Cousins was hung from a stake, and the other half are thinking he's the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm sitting here in the middle going, ah!
But you know what I'm hearing out of all of this is just us being petty right now. As sports fans, I think we're just being I'm out, like.
And then meanwhile, there's freaking M. Diddy up there who's probably set for life. Wearing that
they can I've already put the Mighty Fan jinx on the Boston team, so they're going to go away for a while. Don't worry. Since the last time the Patriots won, they haven't won anything. You noticed that, right? That's when the curse went into effect.
Well,
it didn't go into effect in 2004 when we whooped your ass in the first Super Bowl?
Oh, that was before the curse.
Okay.
As soon as the Patriots beat the Rams, I said, that's it for the Boston titles. I'm tired of the New England titles. I'm putting a Mighty Fan curse on their teams. And they'll get close, but they won't win.
Well, I put a curse on the Philly teams after you put a curse on the Boston team. So I would
love to see
infinity plus 1,000.
I would love to see a Celtics
curse. The Mighty Fan of the M. Diddy curse.
76ers Celtics rivalry.
Yeah, I want to see a series of that this season of the Celtics.
Yeah.
76ers.
Boy, I'll just be thankful when the Packers are like a bottom 5 team in the league. Yes. By the way, thank you, Rez. Thank you.
I'm with Jake.
Don't thank me. Thank our special teams.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, guys. I would love to stay in chat, but we are running on here. I know there's questions that people threw out there. I tried to address them all as much as I possibly can, but I know I probably missed some of them. I do apologize for anybody that was trying to get in on the chat, or in the live, but I couldn't hop on. I do. It's unfortunate because I only have the basic version of StreamYard. So
just let me know next time. I'll hop off and have somebody come in, bro.
For sure. No, yeah. I definitely want to invite more people to join. And I'm very flattered by that because that means that there's people that want to come in and say their piece. And also I encourage anybody that's in the waiting room. If you're waiting, if you want your comments to be highlighted, please, by all means, put it in you could either private chat me, or you could also make it public as well. And I will try my best to remember to highlight the comments as they go. That way, you at least have some sort of voice or have your questions addressed properly, man.
Yeah.
But is there anything you guys wanted to talk about? I mean, before I start wrapping things up?
Well, basically, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the road here because I got to take care of a couple things before going to bed. It's already like 10:30 over here Central Time. And so it was nice talking with y'all. Like I say, it's always fun to jump in when I can here, with working overnights and stuff like that. It's not always easy to get the schedules to line up, but it's always fun when I can talk to a bunch of y'all and or just, especially seeing new guys that don't always come in all the time, or like fresh faces that might have come because of these live streams, or from Rez coming back in, or, Throwback King or John or whoever, because again, a lot of these guys I remember watching like back in my early days. So it's always kind of cool when you can jump in and, talk with some people who might have helped mold your career and mold your styles and, fandoms, just because, you've watched them from way back in the day, or there were a couple of people that got you into what you're into now. So with that being said, though, I'm going to hop off, and you guys have a good one.
All right, Jake. I appreciate you tuning in, man. Safe travels wherever you're going, man. I had something in my head that I wanted to say, but I completely forgot what it was about.
I got something.
What's up?
Screw the MLB. They better get their acts together. Enough of this crap. Stop bickering over and just get the damn season going.
Doesn't the minor
There's
leagues?
No home run derby that's going to save them this time.
The minor leagues are still scheduled business as usual. Like, they haven't stopped anything, right? At least for the minor leagues of the Giants, the San Jose Giants. I follow them. They said they're not gonna. The lockout's not gonna affect their schedule. So.
There's so many other things to follow. Baseball is just not understanding. The fans are gonna go elsewhere. They're already having problems, and this lockout isn't helping anything. So they better wisen up, because it's not going to go well if they miss a good chunk of the season.
Well, you got the USFL coming out, so
you got the USFL, you got the playoffs are going to be coming in basketball and hockey. It's always football season. The off season is just as big as the in season, and then you have. You can go to other sports. You have the Major League Soccer. There's so much out there. And baseball, they got to understand. You can only do this so many times.
Right.
Can I say something?
What up, Big John?
Man, it's been so good talking to you guys today, man. I like coming on here every week and talking about different things, man. And it feels good being a part of this community. I say this all the time, man, but I really mean it, and I know life is short, so every time I come on here, man, I cherish the good times, the bad times, man, and damn it, I love all you guys, man.
Love you too, Jake John.
Appreciate you like always, Big John.
Yeah.
I do appreciate everybody that hops on, man. Sometimes when I go on lives, and there's nobody on, I try to. It's weird because I have an agenda, but then I'm so used to having people on. I get it, Sometimes we got busy stuff that we're doing. You can't always hop on every Wednesdays, which I totally get. But whenever I see you guys on, man, it just makes the room so much livelier and the lives. No pun intended. But
and if I'm not on earlier, that either means I'm watching AEW or I'm probably eating. Either one of those two.
Yeah, no, there's some crazy stuff going on in the wrestling world, man. I don't know if you heard.
Jeff Hardy's back.
Jeff Hardy's in AEW. Stone Cold's gonna have a match with Kevin Owens. I was like, what? That is crazy, bro. He hasn't wrestled in 19 years.
Wrestling episode again.
That's
Me
crazy.
and Adam.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. I've been meaning to do a wrestling live, but I need to reach out to Adam and KBM and you guys.
Oh, it's gonna go down, man.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, because I don't watch AEW religiously. I don't even watch WWE religiously anymore. But I don't follow too much what happens in AEW as much as I do with WWE. I don't know. I'm just so glued. It's almost like WWE is like the Mitchell and Ness of wrestling.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody seems to know about it. I don't know. That might be a bad example, but that's what it felt.
Would it be possible, Rez, to put the topic of if there is a general topic of the live, in the title, or maybe just when you do your ad for it on Instagram, just this is what we're gonna, just to kind of have a heads up as to what the general census of the live's going to be. Because if you guys are talking about wrestling, I know to stay in my lane, so.
No, yeah, no, absolutely, Marty. That's so. I try to give. I actually did a poll on this a couple of weeks or months ago, but I understand that because I'm in so many different fandoms and communities, not everybody's in the same communities that I'm part of. But I try to give plenty of notice. Like sometimes, like today when I advertised the live, I didn't advertise this week's live until the day today.
Sure.
Because I didn't really have a topic in mind that I was going to talk specifically about. That's why I kind of left it as an open live. If you look at the script or the title of the video, but yeah, no, I definitely want to have an agenda listed as soon as I have that set in stone. You know what I mean? Because I know that not everybody's into Dragon Ball. I know that not everybody's into jerseys. Not everybody's really into hats like that. You know what I mean? Generally, most of us are into those things, but like the Dragon Ball stuff, for example, that's a different community. I'm actually in talks right now with a fellow YouTuber who is also a collector of Dragon Ball stuff, and I'm trying to get her on one of my lives because I want to dedicate an episode with me just kind of interviewing her and just getting, understanding where she's coming from. Because I want to add variety. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people ask for certain things, but I don't do it unless there's enough of a demand for it. That way they'll just keep the conversation, constructive conversations and, talking about stuff like that. But this is like my bread and butter. This is our bread and butter. We could talk about jerseys. We could talk about sports. We could talk about hats. We could talk about cards. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a good foundation. But yeah, no, that's definitely something that I will give you guys plenty of notice. As soon as I have a for sure answer on the topic, I will post it on my stories on Instagram, and you can check from there. That way you'll know, like, can I participate in this? Is this something I should just kind of watch or just kind of fall back on and stuff like that. All right, well, if you guys don't have anything you want to talk about, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I don't want to drag the live on too long. Just kind of recapping everything from the beginning. Like I said, if you guys didn't know what happened, I know Mighty, you hopped on a little bit later. I addressed a certain thing about an individual. If you want to check it out, you're more than welcome to. But I've said my piece. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're all people. I say that treat everybody with respect. I try to treat everybody with the same amount of respect. And all I ask is to get the same in return. Respect one another, and you'll get that respect too from me. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my message on that. And pretty much like. King Leo is like DMing me. Yo, King, if you want to hop on, man. I mean, if you want to say something, you could hop on. I have an extra slot.
I think M Diddy is frozen. You got to take him out.
Oh, he is.
He left a comment that his battery went out, so he's out.
Oh, okay.
So you can take him out.
For sure. Well, let me just DM King real quick and see if he wants to hop on. Because I know he wanted to say a couple of things.
Mighty, my brother, how are you doing, man?
I thought Mighty was frozen too. He was like that signature smile, man. I thought it was frozen.
No, I just been dealing with a lot. Mom's in the hospital, and
sorry to hear that.
It's been it hasn't been the easiest of weeks, but trucking through it.
I understand. My grandma, that's been living with us, she's been going through some stuff too. And a couple of days ago, she had a real bad seizure, but luckily she's doing good now. And today just wasn't a good day for us, but that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. But I'll tell you one thing: I've definitely been appreciating life a lot more because yesterday I found out that someone that I know in Boston, a wrestling promoter that I know, passed away on his birthday, and it just hit me hard, man. And he for a couple years, like he's been going through some stuff. Last year, him and Tony Atlas, WWE Hall of Fame, they got into it. They were buddies for a long time. They had a little falling out, and unfortunately, they never got to make peace. So, it really broke my heart, man.
It's hard, man. Yeah, like I know, like for Randy Savage, like even towards, I don't know if him and like Hogan reconciled, but I know they had like a legit beef going on. And then like obviously with Macho Man's passing, it was like a
Warrior was the same way too.
And it sucks, man. That's why I try not to hold any grudges against anybody, because life's too short. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, you could forgive a person, but you don't necessarily have to continue having that person in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had people in my life who they did me wrong. You know what I'm saying? And they came back to in my life trying to make amends meet. Like apologize. I'm like I accept your apology, but I've moved on. You know what I'm saying? And I would appreciate it if we kind of just went our ways. That way you don't have to ponder about it, like for your entire life. Because I felt like with this specific individual, he was really trying to make ends meet because he had some serious like changes in his life when I saw him at that time from the last time I saw him. And it was I had to I assured him, like I reassured him, I'm like, look, whatever happened between us, I don't care. We squashed it now. I forgive you, but let's be on our way. You know what I mean? Let's go this way, I'll go that way, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
people don't understand that. They feel like, oh well, no, everything could be back to normal. We could hang out like we used to. I'm like, nah, like I don't think that's in my best interest, to be honest with you. And it's not like I'm better than you. It's just, it's not good. It's not healthy for me. So
and I just want to say, Rez, next month I'll be turning 22, April 26th. So as of late, I've been reflecting a lot, on these past 21 years, man, and looking back at the good, the bad, and just realizing how much I've changed in these past couple of years. Just talking to a friend earlier, and we were talking about like how much I've changed, and it's simple. I want to better myself, man. I want to be a better person.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I respect it, man. I think we're all trying to be better every day. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to make better decisions financially, physically.
Oh, me too, man.
I got my wedding coming up, man, and I'm still eating like a freaking crazy person out here, but I'm working on it. I've been drinking a lot more water. I've been actually
day by day, buddy.
Small baby steps and stuff like that, but I just got a message from King. He said it's late, so he's gonna go to bed. So
okay.
I think I'm gonna call it a night though, guys. I just want to thank everybody again that hopped on the panel with me. Again, if you guys are new, if this is your first time tuning into these live streams, I do them every Wednesdays from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I try to have different topics every week. This one was kind of an open live, so it was kind of a little bit of everywhere and stuff like that. But sometimes I'll have a set subject that we'll talk about. We'll break it down. Have our opinions on it and stuff, and just kind of have a good conversation. Like the stream. Like the subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to these guys' channels if you haven't done so already. Great set of people in here, man. You'll learn a lot if you're trying to get into the jersey game, hat game, card, comics game, whatever we dabble ourselves with, and stuff like that. And it's always positive vibes, man. But man, that's all I got. I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Hope to see you all next week again with another new topic.
All right. Thanks again, Rez. Great seeing you guys.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.